Okay, we're live. Welcome. Welcome to a new episode of anime mayhem about to happen in the news because everyone's been talking about this stuff for a while. Um I haven't really done much lately. I've been busy with a lot of things that were happening online. Um I recently came back from watching the Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway Flash, aka the Circe Witch, I believe it was called. A lot of people were getting into that thing. Little that you know about this is that some people may not like it. Some people may not like what I will say about it. But yeah, there's been a lot of things that are happening. Been busy with a lot of things, just trying to make sure I get everything done. I know that most people are kind of excited about a lot of things, but I want to make it clear to everybody tonight. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some anime stuff. I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of obvious. I'm going to try to at least mess around a little bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what's going on. Um, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of things that happen. So I want to make it clear to everybody about this because um, there's been some news. Apparently, PayPal has permanently banned artists the second he tried to open a commission. There's no warning, no explanation, no reason, just an instant lock on the account after he verified his ID. They freeze your money and act like it's nothing. This isn't customer service, so it's straight up debanking an independent artist with zero accountability. Lately, this has been happening online to people in the Philippines. They've been getting discriminated against. They've been doing this to a lot of Asian artists who use that service to make art and be commissioned by artists to do things. I know that it's like inappropriate art, but that's how they make their money. And they're taking advantage. PayPal has been taking advantage of it because of their assessment on risk. Now, it's not just PayPal, it's other PayPal like services like Stripe, MasterCard, Visa. They're becoming the arbiters trying to, do this to in order to protect children when these independent artists are trying to make money. Now, I want to make this clear. This is kind of what's going on. I'm going to show you the joke that's been popping up, the meme that everyone wants to see. This is the meme. And I will show it to everybody. This is the meme that's been popping up right now. Now, everybody's been talking about this because this is what's happening online. And yeah, this is what we're expecting right now. This is what this is something that is happening. That PayPal is, and people are saying X payments alternative, is what we're waiting for. So finally considering opening up comms, and this is becoming a problem. We permanently limit your account. So I'm finally considering opening comms. This is what is happening. This is an artist that makes art, as you can see right here. This is one of the examples of artists that got canceled. Now, go ahead and do something here. Hold on. Let me fix this. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to fix something. Now, this is what's going on. Now, a lot of people don't know. There's been a lot of things that happen, and I want to go ahead and show you guys the the situation. And it's kind of obvious that there is a lot of problems here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is the artist that was brought up about the situation, and you can see right here. This is the artist, doing this type of art. now you can see this is the paintings, and they're canceling this person based on the fact that they did these type of commissions, and it kind of they kind of felt uncomfortable around these commissions because this is the type of art that they do for fun, lewd art, you might say, of young characters. And this is kind of what's causing a lot of people to get upset with the artists, or they just don't feel comfortable around the artists. So they basically took down the artist's account in order to basically report on the fact that this art is not suitable for their standards. This is becoming one of those situations to where the artist has lost a lot of money from this because PayPal refused to pay them. So let me go ahead and add Shiny on the stage here. How's it going, Shiny?
Good. I just had dinner.
Okay, good. There's been a situation with PayPal.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, so artists are actually suffering from this. I know that I heard from other sources that especially Filipino artists from the Philippines, are getting shafted by PayPal and other PayPal like services
Yeah.
because of Visa and Mastercard, and they can't seem to, like. I understand, like, a lot of them are just, artists that want to make money, and the situation kind of hurts them as much as it hurts the world, the economy. But
Yeah. And the thing is, it has to do with collective shout. We know it.
yeah, and they're concerned with child safety. And the problem is that child safety isn't the issue. It's more like they're trying to control everything.
Yeah, they want to try and slave for their NWOUNWEF crap.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that people don't, you know, uh, falter their plans when someone speaks out against them. They probably will have them arrested, type of thing.
Yeah.
For example, if someone from those crazy Antifa members try to do something extreme, they would probably be taken down within hours.
Yeah. But anyways, well, I got the attention for Mythical since he want to talk with me in a debate. But the thing is, I'm not gonna take the debate that seriously, to be honest.
I think the problem with Mythical is he
You know.
kind of wants to bring up the fact that this is all that they are children. But
Yeah.
I'm just going to point out that
Yeah.
you could discuss this as children, yes, but at the same time, is and I want to ask him this question:
Yeah.
is Rev a pedophile?
Rep said Desi, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is the question. Like, people
I'll
should ask.
I will basically put that in the notes for him if anything.
Yeah,
Right. The thing is, I'm just want to be a little mature and calm, the whole this situation.
yeah,
And speak of that, like how my haters talking crap about me, which I begin to realize they're the real locals
yeah.
who can't even who can't get enough of me. That's why.
The problem with this is that
Hmm?
they're for years have been speaking the loudest against this type of stuff because
Yeah.
it's obvious that they have no idea what it is.
Yeah. True.
Because, but here's the thing: like, people are telling them, hey, the the sexual stuff that you guys are trying to promote, at the same time, is kind of like, okay, you want gay sex involved in this, but at the same time, it's like,
Yeah. I don't want to go like too immature in this situation.
yeah, and they're trying to promote gay sex, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, dude. You guys are just
Yeah.
nuts.
My thing is, man, it's like, look, why do I care if here's the thing, if they don't like lolis, well, are you allowing Shota? I'm just asking.
Yeah, Like the thing is, it's like, yeah, you're there are movies out there that you probably would think, okay, young people are not going to get it, but they'll get it. It's like high school stuff.
Yeah, and think about this. There are adults that look like teenagers are in the movie,
Yeah,
which here's the thing. Like it because of the different age difference and all this stuff and like the lifestyles are kind of different and here's what I could tell. Like think about it. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. How
yeah.
old are these actors? They're in their 20s and they look like teenagers. It was back in the past, I'm telling you.
They're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah. Think about it. It's like, look, if I were in the Power Rangers series, my God, I maybe look like some sort of 20-year-old Ranger, which, I'll be like one of the special
Yeah, and you would have
Rangers.
to move to New Zealand
Yeah.
just to, just to go and pretend you're an American for once.
Well, I am American.
Yeah, that's basically what New Zealand was.
Yeah, and the thing about this is like, look, I know the Power Ranger franchise is dying, which it might be dead, but it might get rebooted as animated series to save
Well,
budget costs.
they've been trying to create their own series out of it because they figured out, hey, since we can do special effects on CGI, we might as well just do that because they kind of figured that would work. And
Yeah.
considering how the budget is for explosives, it's kind of around about $1,000 per explosive, and they could, if they can spend the money on it, they could do it because the average shoot could probably cost them about maybe about $100,000 depending on the hours they put into the show because you can do with less staff, but the problem is you have to have, there's also the fact there's also teamsters and such and everything, and they have to put in the work just to get by on the money that there's doing on those shows.
Yeah. And think about this is like as much as I say about these people worry about the lowly in the Shota. Well, here's and when I told you about the cast of the Power Rangers, they're people in their 20s
Yeah, they're
look like teens.
teenagers.
Yeah,
They're
pretend to
pretty
be.
much like in their probably around 15 to 16 trying to get by
But the
fighting.
problem is, here's the thing: the requirements you need to be is like 18 or over, and you need to have like some sort of
Martial arts
specialized.
background.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I
because
and
they that's who they hired, but they also hired gymnasts too.
true. And for me, I know a bit of martial arts myself, but I'm more of the Tai Chi type of guy.
Oh, that's fine. It's an exercising
Yeah,
techniques.
because the thing is, think about it. Like I'm a Tai Chi type of guy who can handle a lot of things. But even though these haters or these people went against me, they don't realize I'm just a crazy guy on the internet, which I talk crazy. I don't take anything that serious.
I think the problem is you might need to understand what they're doing
True.
because they're not really trying to do this out of, some of them are doing it out of spitefulness,
True. I
and
know.
the fact that they
Understanding
haven't
me very well, right?
they don't understand, no, they just don't really care.
Yeah, it's true.
And a lot of people have been trying to tell them, look, this is what's going on, and trying to convince them is very difficult because they don't seem to understand the history of films and how adult content came to be, and they're
Yeah,
just they're taking it out on people, not understanding that there is some legal presence to actually protect children. The
that's
problem
true.
is you're taking it way too far to the point that you're not really thinking straight
Of course. If
because
I
we have ways to I understand people want to ban pornography and
Yeah,
everything.
and
That
the
was a
pro
myth.
and the problem is, here's the thing that people want to ban that, and the thing is, they don't really know very well about self control.
Mhm.
And the thing is, they don't learn about it in their schools or from their parents.
Yeah, there is some legal concept of okay, 18 years and up, and they
Yeah,
just
it's
don't
true.
seem to get that point of view. They just think, "Oh my god, this pornography is sick." And yes, it is, but at the same point, there's a certain step of you don't have to look at that stuff. You can go somewhere else and check out something else. And that's the problem. They don't seem to understand that concept, and they act yet they're adults.
Okay, I figured out through the Google search about the Power Ranger age requirement. It says you have to become a Power Rangers actor. You must typically be a young adult, 18 to
Yeah,
25, with strong athletic abilities
yeah.
and charismatic scene presence.
Yet they hired yet they had the cast of Cobra Kai. They're like 16, they're like in their 16 and up.
Yeah,
So there's some exceptions.
yeah,
You,
and
you
it,
could be a 16-year-old kid and become a power a martial arts master
yeah,
if you were trained at a young age.
yeah,
There
and
are good.
even though some people wanted me to be a Power Ranger, the problem is I'm too old for to be in the Power Rangers series unless they put me to a special Power Ranger, you know.
Uh, you could be trained on it.
True. That's the thing. If they want me to be a special one, it's no big deal. You know, I could be some special Power Ranger that's basically, control trainer or something special, you know. You know what I mean, right?
Hmm.
But the thing
Yeah, I
is,
get what you mean. The thing is, like, there are people out there that don't seem to understand the concept of what is real and what is right. They just continuously attack people online
yeah,
because they feel threatened by the so-called pornography or so-called sex offensive things, but they
yeah,
don't understand the reality of it is not everyone out there is after the
after kids or women, because here's the
yeah,
thing. Here's the thing. It's like I could tell you one thing for sure with women kids. I know they use that as like to weaponize others about it, which I
yeah, but
understand.
the other issue is that they're allowing criminals to get away with certain things like stealing, beating up people.
Yeah,
That's another thing that's been happening lately in the United States, that they're allowing people to beat up, murder, and giving them special treatment to go and basically get out of jail easily.
yeah. They're on these blue cities, which I understand.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they think that's a serious issue,
And
and
the
yet
thing,
there's a guy that basically was calling people the N word, and they think it's worth it to, like, if some guy in the middle of nowhere calls me the N word, I'll be like, geez, what an asshole.
yeah, for me, am I gonna be offended? Not really. It's just like, why do I really care about you calling me that word?
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, there are people online, like, you heard about that guy that said the N word, and then suddenly I find out he gets arrested
And
for
here's
basically claiming he was defending himself, but at the
and
same time he gets what you would call it, a $1 million or $10 million
fine.
no, it wasn't a fine, but it cost more for him to actually get out of jail. It was like 10
Damn,
million.
over
Yeah, it
one
was
word. Even I'm
that
gonna take.
that and also
Yeah.
he shot the person that was trying to go after him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem that people seem to not get, is that there's a difference between there's like two sides of it. Like, people do not like certain groups of people, And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
this guy is trying to be a this guy's trying to be this guy basically said the N word and he gets arrested and he has to pay a certain amount of money.
I get it.
It's a high fine. But
Okay.
when a kid murders a another kid, oh he gets 200 he gets like a $200 bailout,
Okay.
while
That's
the other
ridiculous.
guy gets a $10 million bailout and he injures the guy. The guy is okay, but because it turns into a race war.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. I don't want to go say anything too edgy online, but like, let's say this: like most people focus on the dumbest stuff on the world and on the internet. To be honest,
Yeah,
and the thing is, who's the real locale? The ones who focus on dumb stuff, while people
yeah,
focus
that's
on the
another
point.
thing. Like
Yeah,
they call you a pedophile, but when Amos Yee came online, bring like they didn't bother to go after him because they don't know him.
yeah,
They
that's
never heard
true.
of him.
That is
They
true.
never really understood the reason why he was hated by the internet community for a long time, because they're just a bunch of new kids on the block that heard about you, but they never heard about Amos Yee. Like
Yeah,
he was around, he was like an atheist content creator, and yet people think, oh my god, he's and but when he brings up about child pornography and all and anime and all that stuff, Amos Yee, well,
yeah,
yeah, he brings it up, but like he was debating on that stuff, which was he was trying to bring this up, but people did not understand or listen to it until he got caught in the
hmm,
United States, and he actually has a record, but yet he actually has a record of grooming a child. But here we are getting yelled at by a bunch of idiots who do not understand who's the real culprit here.
yeah.
Do they
And
understand? No, they
no,
don't. They would rather go after the fake ass people they think are pedophiles, but they don't go after the real pedophiles. That's
yeah,
the weird thing. They're doing that, which shows they have no credibility, they have no integrity, they have none of that crap.
yeah. That's what I understand. Even though when I see people talk like in a different way, look, I get it, but here's my question. Like like as I say, like if they don't know anyone by the name of MSG or what else? I forgot the Shad Man, yeah.
Yeah,
Here and the thing is, what about Mad Tad? They never heard of him as well, since these three people, I have no respect to them anyway.
yeah.
And my situation is,
Chad
look,
was
Shad Man, he took it too
Shadman
far.
got into trouble for
Keemstar's
drawing
daughter.
an inappropriate. This is what started it all. He wanted to. He literally drew
Keemstar's daughter.
Keemstar's daughter. That's what I remembered about that. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that I remember. The other stories were just like Pokemon related parodies, and also e-girls. He just loves to make fun of the e-girls.
Yeah.
Like it was so funny. Like all his comics were basically making fun of e-girls, doing inappropriate stuff, and Pokemon. That was that was
That
most of.
that's most of Chadman was been doing, but the thing
Yeah, and
is,
memes. And also the memes. Like I remember that one, I forgot that meme of that whatchamacallit. The girl that looks like a boy that sang the Mia Khalifa song, Hit or Miss Girl.
oh yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that one was kind of funny because it was the girl basically did this. She dressed up as what was that girl from zombie, I forgot what it was called. It was a zombie video. It was based on a zombie video game, and she was and she basically dressed up as that girl and did the whole hit or miss thing, lip
Yeah,
syncing
I
to it.
get. I remember that. You don't need to tell me the whole lore since I know. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, for me, like I tell you one thing for sure, like as much as I don't like get too much of a headache, but with all that, it's like I understand the whole pedo loli situation, but yeah, and the
There's a
thing
certain line. There's a certain line people shouldn't cross,
that is true,
and
and
that's the thing.
I get it when there's a line that people shouldn't can cross. Is like here's the problems. Like, look, there are some here's the facts about me because I like certain lolis that are a bit of an adult age, but at the same time they have that adult feature. Like, let's say this: do I look at a child? No, I prefer a petite woman or a short woman.
Yeah,
To be honest, that's my thing. I prefer petite or short women or both petite women or short.
yeah, like that's kind of the preference that some men have,
Yeah.
and there's some. All right, strikers. Hey, striker, what's going
Hey,
on?
striker. Well, but anyways, as I say, right?
Yeah,
But even though at the same time, I had to be careful of one of my weaknesses. Like, I said before about, remember last time when I got in a situation about that VTuber and, the
yeah,
whole big tit situation. That's when I went in a bit of situation that got to my weakness.
yeah,
Yeah, like, the one who kind of scammed me in
yeah.
situation.
I
But
get it.
the thing is, look, I know I don't hear, and I realized, look, she's not basically for me, which it's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, which I realize. Even though
Well,
if I would think of making a video like criticizing the ways how Mythical's doing, I'll do that anyway.
yeah, they're trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah, I want to do it the same way as Mythical does. Just you know, I want to do the same way as him to expose a certain VTuber. But I'm not really much of a detective myself.
There are things that kind of you just have to ask around and look around.
Yeah, it's true. If I find anything going on Discord, but the only thing is, I don't post it on the post because you know how private conversations do get flagged, of course.
Yeah,
Hmm?
there's that too. Let's see.
So,
Of
but
What
yeah,
course,
else?
hey, Threat.
yeah, because you guys want to contribute to the ever-growing ancientification of commentary channels.
Yeah,
Commentary channels.
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like Rev Desu, like they're trying to cancel him for being a pedophile.
yeah. And the
Okay.
thing, and the thing is,
Real off topic, real quick, shiny.
yeah,
Is I got some fucking luck though. Uh,
what happened? What happened
guess
to
who
him?
got guess who got Korinchani Umemusume?
You did.
Yeah,
And I had to tell you one thing. Yesterday, I got the Crimson Oguri and Fine Motion, the
yeah,
wedding dressing. It's like
yeah, yeah. The Korinchani one I got was in fact
the
the
wedding
one from
dress. Yeah,
the one for the current event.
yeah.
I'm like,
I said so.
damn, that's
Basic,
crazy.
basically for me, I got crazy luck between. Let's say I got crazy luck since my first role was Science Suzuka, which is a now role, but luckily I got two Umas, the current event Fine Motion and the Crimson Uguri.
I don't really take part in events,
Well, for
honestly.
me, I do if I want to get the card.
Yeah, I'm fucked either way because here's the thing: those things are
Mhm.
once in a lifetime anyway. I got
Yeah.
enough FOMO as it is.
Well, the thing is, they might be back in a way. Just don't worry about that anyway.
Yeah, all things considered, the last time played the game fully. I was training the New Year's Harurara and got into the Ura finale, second place in one. But my dumb ass decided, oh, also, if I can win second, I'm probably gonna win first. I ended up in fourth in the final one. So yeah, I fucked up on that one.
Yeah, I played the Tourist Cup, but I didn't make it to the finals.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I tell you, the Tourist Cup is hard to do it. Even most of my
I don't
Umas are A
I,
and A plus.
I don't even bother, dude. I don't even fucking bother with those ones. I mostly do the starting one because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
She ended up on B rank, barely on B rank, which is actually I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with myself at that one. I even got to win I even got to win fucking first place. So I got the legendary crying scene of her.
Yeah. Here's what's going on that's been happening. There's a website called Fantia. That's how
Fantia.
you Fantia.
Yes. Yeah, Fantia. Yeah, Fantia is that one page. Yeah, that's the thing I sent you. Yeah, basically they're gonna start calling the cops on people who commission lewd artwork
Yeah, that's
from
kind of
Fantia for some
ridiculous.
reason, which
And
is
not to
absolutely retarded.
and not to mention, Fantia is basically, let's say, in a situation, there are some models in there as well.
Fantia is basically Pixib post RAT.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Let's say this. It's Fantia's like a mix between, like, let's say, OF Funsley
Or
and
offensively
Pitsif.
and Pixib.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Yeah,
Jesus.
which is interesting, but at the same time,
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, man, it's like, honestly, they're gonna be real because these people, shouldn't be taking a lot of dumb stuff on the internet, anyways. Because, like, honestly, like, for me, I'm more of a person who just focus my own thing, focus on real issues instead of who's a predator or who's a racist or whatever dumb
Yeah.
stuff. Because the thing is, like, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know why, but like, even though as much as I know these haters who's been screenshotted about me, talk to me about me in private in their chats or
Okay, just say this
then
about the haters. You guys don't even know who Amos E is, and yet
yeah, it's
you're
true.
calling me, and you can't even prove it. A shadow of a doubt that I'm a pedophile.
Amos
Well,
Diaz, Amos
yeah,
Yannick, Amos Yannick, I mean Amos G.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess it is and even though they don't know very well about Matt's head because I have my beef with him against him because he's an embarrassment to the otaku community, which I don't like him a lot.
yeah. And it's
You're
like,
not you're not wrong. Nobody like we stood by him for a bit, but then we found the dude skeletons in the closet we had to rescind on back on.
Yeah, and the thing is, what I noticed because I
Especially,
don't.
if you get caught with actual child porn, you're cooked, my man. You're dude.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
fucked.
And
yeah.
this
Here's the
is
thing.
the thing. Like, people don't seem to understand that Amos E got an actual record. Same with who you mentioned has
Yeah,
a criminal record, but yet they're trying to pin this on Rev and also on Chibi Reviews as he's the bad guy. Even when the police showed up at his house, they didn't find jack shit in his house.
yeah. And think about this. Don't not to mention EDP 445, since here the thing is, these predator catchers they fail to do one thing. They should just let the police do its job. Instead of
Yeah,
pretending to
let the
be.
police do their job and stop fucking around and actually.
Fucking
And here's the thing. Like it's making it harder for the police to put them in prison because here's the thing, they let them scot free. That's the problem. Yeah.
Eat that boy, eat that pussy 445. And
Yeah.
I'm here to hunt some motherfuckers.
And
I don't know about you, but I'm here to hunt some DD blood ass nigga who goes by the name of Red says that's you, or whatever the fuck his ass name this motherfucker
Yeah.
is.
yeah. And then he's
Now
gonna
with a
talk
name
about,
like eat that pussy 445, I mean, what do you expect?
I
yeah.
know they do that whole gangster shit. It's like because we gotta take down Amos. I have
No
not heard
offense,
anyone say that.
no offense if you're a football fan, but the guy had to be a Raiders fan, so you know
Yeah.
what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, as I'm saying, look, here's the thing. They shouldn't just like pretend to be a teenager and all this stuff, because that's kind of like, get the predator catcher in trouble for that,
Get the predator, kill him, send him to hell.
Yeah, but the thing is,
It's like there literally there's been some things that happen, recent developments
yeah, and
that
here's
just that they're literally trying to cancel Chibi, and they haven't found any evidence of him having sex with children.
yeah, there were
And
no
they're
clues.
they're drawing straws, making up bullshit as they go. And it's like, I admit, I made a mistake about Pro Jared, but this is worse than than all the shit combined of what I did in the past versus what they did.
Yeah, but for me, like some people think I'm a Volcon. The thing is, I'm not really much of that because I'm more of the other side.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous how they're doing this.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, think about it. Like, when I get, the other side is, remember I told you before about the whole situation with, body figures of women, and, when I see, you know, what I told you
Yeah.
about, the big assets, and what happens,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you're a man of culture basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
how
mean,
I get into my weakness. If it's like big assets, oh god,
dude, you would totally, dude. If you ever do a stream on, you know what? I have a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Play Nikke. Play Nikke. It's right up your alley, dude.
Well, I would want to play Nikke, but I don't have the time to play. I play other games anyways.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's a suggestion for the future because,
Yeah.
interesting
Give me
enough,
one moment.
for my personal experience, that game was actually wait for Shiny to come back.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
wait.
let me talk about that Pantia thing. Basically, Pantia has just massively tightened censorship on its platform and even threatened to call the police on those who fail to comply with the new censorship rules. The platform announced stricter requirements for mosaics and blurring, meaning artists will now have to censor absolutely everything. Black stripe censorship forbidden. It now has to be a solid black rectangle, clearly covering everything. The worst part, this applies to all the artist's content, including all the works. According to Safe Anime Club, the source was from Você Sabia Anime. Você Sabia Anime. It's a Brazilian site. Anyways, Shimoneta was a warning. yeah. If you guys want to watch Shimoneta, okay. I highly doubt some of you guys watch Shimoneta. I mean, I haven't watched Shimoneta either, but I am well aware of what it is. Basically, in the futuristic dystopia of Shimoneta, lewdness is strictly prohibited to the point it's punishable by prison.
Yeah. They're trying to censor out things they find inappropriate. So they're trying to push this out to other countries, thinking that it's going to be perfectly fine. In reality, it's not going to do shit.
Of course. At this
I'm back.
point, yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry
okay.
about that. I muted because of my older sister came in for the tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shiny, this is from a page. This is from a Facebook page I ran across called Seifuku Anime Club.
Yeah.
Basically, Vantia has just massively tightened censorship on its platform and even threatened to call the police on those who fail to comply with the new censorship rules. Basically,
I understand. I
Shimoneta
know that.
IRL. Yeah,
I know. And the thing
basically,
is, it's getting to the point that I understand that this is why some people shouldn't take these type of content so seriously.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that Kickstarter also is going into it too. Mature content censorship claims payment processors pressured them.
And the thing is, here's the bad news for that. If they gotta worry about lollies, like here's the thing, are they gonna
not just
worry?
lowly. This is general. Like,
Yeah,
you
general
gotta.
adult content too.
Yeah, general adult content. Saying if they worry about lolly content, and guess what? They'll go off to the furries next. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they'll go for everybody because
Yeah, because the stricter mosaic and censorship rules following legal pressure,
yeah,
because they're legally pressuring them to submit
requ-
or else.
requires for mosaics and blurring. Basically,
Yeah,
by mosaics they mean the pixelation censorship.
yeah,
yeah. If you don't, they would basically just try to.
And Blaster, in the case of Blaster censorship, this is basically a solid black rectangle, fully covered everything. Basically, you're gonna
Yeah,
be full blown redacted FBI type of shit.
yeah.
yeah. And
And
it's
here's the other thing that popped up. Kanekawa says the over reliance on isekai hurt profitability in domestic publishing businesses
well, they've been overusing so much isekai series a lot. This is why
for
I stopped watching
decades.
isekai.
For I think around a decade or two, 2 decades.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the isekais they were pushing out were the same type of story, and it's like I had to point out to somebody that Japan has a history of doing this with robot shows, for example. That's another thing that most people don't even realize. Like this is kind of how they make money.
yeah,
If it's very popular and it has a fan base, they would definitely buy into it and try to produce more of it. That's basically how it works in Japan. They have to oversaturate the market with that stuff because that's what sells. And sadly, a lot of people don't know that Kadokawa is a publishing company, and they're trying to limit the amount of stories that they keep printing out as the same old, same old. If they do that, that would also hurt their bottom line as well. But they're saying is, oh, we're producing more of this stuff, but it's not selling well. Like
yeah.
maybe it's true, but why is it not selling well?
Maybe they've been. Let's say this, the isekai bubble situation. Have you heard that?
Yeah,
When the isekai bubble pops, that's what's gonna happen.
yeah, because I got to look up what they were.
Interestingly enough, I have been watching some isekais of late, but nothing like Sword Art Online. More like the comedy side of isekais.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the vending machine one was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm watching. What's the name of this one? Hold on, I have it. I have it somewhere on my tab. Yo, it's interesting. I have a tab on my Brave browser that says "weep shit." Yeah, my next life as a villainess. All routes lead to doom. That's the
Oh, yeah.
one with the. That's the one with the Otome game.
Yeah. That's as I said before, people need to stop
I
worrying about dumb stuff on the internet.
I like the fact that you know what I like the fact that the wiki for that one is called Bacarina, which is also the nickname of the main character, Katarina Claus.
Yeah, because I wonder what they Kanekawa publishes isekai novels by overseas authors in Japan after winning global content contests. So this happened in February. and they're now changing their mind on this whole thing because a lot of the, I guess they found out that a lot of the isekai tropes and everything is just lame because they did a contest with 1,240 submissions on My Anime List on Honey Feed Writing Contest in 2025 of last year. And out of 1,240 submissions, they only had like a small number of people that won. Like, okay, so Isekai'd my dog. I'm not a hero. But so that's the only person that made an isekai story about his dog. The average, like, this is ridiculous. An average guy named Matsuta is reincarnated into another world along with his pet dog, Toast. However, the goddess became utterly smitten with the adorable Toast and grants all the hero's bonus to him instead for a level 99 hero.
What's the name? What's the English? Okay, what's the English name of that one? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Isekai'd my dog.
Okay.
I'm not the hero.
It's getting annoying with so much isekai because, like,
I know,
my
but
God.
the plot of the dog is
it's.
I'm trying to name the dogs.
It says here.
Pomeranian.
Isekai with my dog, but I'm not the hero. Mitsuta
Yeah.
finds himself in a fantasy land with his dog, only to discover. Yeah, well, he has no special power. His canine companion does.
Yeah.
Isekai with my dog, but I'm not the hero. Okay, that's the.
Yeah, and constantly dragged along by a free-spirited Toast.
Here's
it's a Pomeranian.
Oh, Pomeranian. Oh,
yeah, that's
one of my aunts had one of those. One of my aunts had one of those.
They're cute dogs. A lot of women like those dogs.
Hairy motherfuckers. One of my aunts used to have one of those.
Yeah, they're small. They're small but cute dogs.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, his owner remains stuck at level 1, constantly dragged along with the free-spirited Toast.
Yeah.
Group.
You know, fucked up.
I know, and he runs odd job businesses, gradually carving out a place for himself in the new world. At this rate, they might end up defeating the Demon King someday. Fluffy, feel-good comedy about a fun-filled isekai life with a beloved pet. And the contest prize winners, HR in another world, building the strongest parties with my appraisal skill. Oh, God.
I've been watching. I finally got to finish. I actually got to finish. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Cautious here. I finally won. I finally finished. Damn. Okay.
Your mic is breaking up.
Okay.
You're breaking up, man.
You're breaking up?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going, guys.
Yeah. So there's also been a lot of situations with what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Hello.
While he's away, we'll talk something different for a while, right?
Okay.
Yeah, mute me. I'll be up for a while.
So the situation with this is that they're having a business decline on, but yet people still watch ReZero, Konosuba, Overlord, and the Saga of Taina, the evil. Yet they're willing to watch those. And they're saying that based on the genre exploded through 2010, became a defining trend in anime and manga and light novels, have increasingly faced criticism from fans who argue the market is becoming flooded with, which is true, transported into another world stories. Kadokawa now appears to be acknowledging internally that depending too much heavily on a trend that may have become a business problem rather than simply a creative one. Which,
Either way,
which
So
I kind of agree with it. It became such a over, like you don't see that many like shojo animes. You see like you see a lot of shonen animes
yeah,
with isekai story elements in them.
yeah. But anyways, guys. So as much as I say with isekai, they should go back to the other genres like magical girls or something like that. To be honest.
I wish they could do that, but they have tried with
Yeah.
Purity Purdy.
Yeah, and we know gushing over magical girls is a good one.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the next season to come out.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But there's not much going on because already there's been a lot of talk about what's happening with Crunchyroll's decline. You heard about that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so Crunchyroll properties declined by over 63% in 2025. That's another thing that popped up. So Crunchyroll's finances result for physical year ended in December 2025, revealing 63% of the year-on-year decrease in net profit. This information came from their public financial results, which was published in the official Gazette on May 19th of 2026, which is the day after. The anime streaming net profit amounted to 453 million yen, which is 789 million yen less than the 1.239 billion yen, which is record at the December of 2024. The report cited total current assets of 3.122 billion yen alongside derivative assets 504 billion yen, brings the total less than 11.99 99.91 billion yen. Meanwhile, the company logged into its liberties amount to 10.842 billion yen, leaving total net assets of 1.149 billion yen. Despite the decline in operations, Sony has previously noted their FY 2026 financial report to Crunchyroll's earnings has gone up. This was attributed to the increase of subscription base, which went up from 17 million to 21 million active users, also due to the strong performance of Demon Slayer, Kotsuno Yaiba, and Infinity Castle, which is true. The decline in profits, despite reportedly increased revenue, points to soaring operational costs in streaming. However, Sony positioned the anime in extension to Crunchyroll on the core growth for its future suggestions, like its faith in anime streaming performance. Interestingly, Crunchyroll increased its subscription prices earlier this year, possibly with a view to pull more revenue from its existing user base. The price update saw that the basic fan tier increases from $7.99 to $9.99 a month, while the mega fan ultimate tiers experience price hikes. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
Okay, you're breaking up, Rev. Oh, come on.
I'll mute this.
All right. So
Yeah.
anyways,
However, with any price hikes that didn't go well with the streamer user base, now the perform is running anime discount campaigns slashing monthly subscription rates for an introductory customers to view the acquired more subscribers. Basically, they are trying to attract more subscribers for like the $3.99 a month thing or the $2.99 a
yeah,
month thing, which I think that would be a good
It's a
idea.
scam.
it's
Yeah,
scam.
I smell scam. You
yeah,
know
that's
when
what
people
they're
say
doing.
there's always so strings attached.
They're trying to make as much money as possible with a
Yeah,
because I know it's like $2.99 and then they give you 3 months for it.
That is true.
And I'm not going to do it because due to the fact that the credit card situation kind of happened, and I can't really trust the fact that the background checkers from India are probably going to go and probably steal that data and try to sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
they already
And
did probably.
and the other thing, I'm just saying with Crunchyroll, they've been selling a lot of data, which it is a big problem. That this is why I never touched Crunchyroll in the first place. Never subscribed to their shit.
I'm
Yeah,
old school, so as with everyone from Latin America, I usually go to the 7 Cs for this shit.
well,
Well,
And
I just really don't even care about what Crunchyroll's doing. But thing is, I get the same thing from another site or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Hmm. I get it.
Oh, here's something that happened. I'm gonna bring up another topic. Nintendo reportedly received another patent rejection in an ongoing Power World dispute.
Of course,
So
they lost
another
again.
victory, another victory
Good.
for Power World,
Yeah,
because the latest issue that involves patent application in 2020 divisional filing connected to the monster capture mechanics patent already at the center of the dispute, particularly filing focused on specifically touchscreen equipped devices and describing gameplay systems involving the use of capture items to catch and field characters, later summon captured characters into battle mechanics strongly associated with the game like Pokemon. However, Japan's patent office examiner reportedly concluded that the mechanics described were simply standard monster catching gameplay rules and did
yeah,
not contain anything technically innovative enough to justify a patent protection.
that's
The
true.
rejection, which is good because it's rejected in Japan.
Good. Nintendo
And it,
needs to deserve to eat shit. To be honest, Nintendo really need to stop like
I
harming the fans and customers and all the stuff. You know what I mean?
I think Nintendo really went a bit too far on this because they're afraid that they're going to lose money when technically people still buy Pokemon cards.
Well, here's the thing: Nintendo doesn't basically get money from Pokemon cards.
They
Uh,
basically do get money from it because they have a stake in it.
Here's the thing: the Pokemon company itself only runs the Pokemon cards, not Nintendo.
Yeah,
And the thing is, Nintendo right now they're more focused on trying to get enough sales from subscriptions and all this stuff.
yeah,
That's the
that's what
problem.
they're doing. They're getting enough sales from subscription, but they're trying to get take down Power World because Power World is getting it uses similar mechanics like Zelda and and it's fun. And it's also
Well,
doing the Pokemon thing, which a
well,
lot of people but the only difference is it's using Pokemon with guns.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. Power needs to bring back all the old features that they removed, so we can all play again. You know.
They are doing that, but the problem is they're putting it behind a paywall.
Well, they're about to bring it back soon. Just don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
they already did. They brought out some old Pokemon games and put them on the Nintendo
I'm talking about Power,
online
not
thing.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Nintendo online thing.
Here's the thing: is the old Pokemon games, they're like $20. They're not like from cloud service, like you download.
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you can get them. Like
Yeah, they're just two games.
they brought out like a bunch of the classic games from Nintendo, and you can look them up.
Yeah,
They brought out, like, I believe, what was that one? Let
it's
me see.
Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is the Game Boy Advance remake of Red and Blue.
Yeah, but they also did Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, the thing is, Nintendo didn't got any sales because they kept their main games at full price instead of discounting them while like the other
Yeah,
games got discounted.
yeah, and that's the thing. They're making their money one way or another.
Yeah, it's better to make more money if they discount the games, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. The
like
thing is,
there's a lot of things they could have done, but they chose to, be ignorant of it and be like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, okay." Because
yeah,
a lot of it has to do with the fact that they want to protect their IP, but really it's just about money because they're trying to make as much money as possible for their company. Because they lost a lot when they brought out the Nintendo Wii U.
and think about it. After Satoru Iwata died and Reggie left, it wasn't the same.
Okay, so they did bring back Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium and
So
Pokemon Snap for N64 and Pokemon Puzzle League, Pokemon the trading card game,
Well, they're in the
Pokemon
cloud
XD
service.
Gallop Darkness, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They brought those back for the Nintendo
It's just a cloud
Nintendo
service.
Classics thing. So what do you think?
They brought back in a cloud service. The thing is, the cloud service you need to have a Nintendo membership. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. That's a subscription based Nintendo membership.
Yeah.
You get to play your classic games on it.
but you don't get to keep them, don't you?
Yeah, no,
You don't keep them.
Damn,
they're
that's
behind a paywall.
that's stupid.
Like I said, it's behind a paywall.
Yeah, and the only the only Pokemon you can keep playing offline is the random Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is the old Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, the thing is, like, they are offering that to people because they know they can make as much money as possible for that. Already, they're offering the Virtual Boy, which I recalled. The Virtual Boy wasn't that popular in a sense, even though, yeah, there were people that liked it, but it just didn't draw much attention to the fan base.
That's true.
And because I remember seeing the Virtual Boy, and I remember having headaches just looking at the red screen. Because I remember playing the demo at Toys R Us, not Toys R Us, and it was really it was similar to the Game Boy, but you're looking through a freaking like screen, a virtual head goggle screen, and you're just looking at it going like, okay,
it would be a good idea just to basically let's say this, put the Virtual Boy games on the 3DS, which was the good opportunity to get 3DS
they
sales.
could, but it's a small, because it's meant to be for goggles. It's not meant to be for
If you hear the thing, it's for the 3D features of the 3DS.
It can do that, but the problem is it was less powerful to do that.
Yeah.
And plus you need like you think you could put it in your face? The 3D into your face and just
no, really. It's just like you turn on the 3D feature, how it works like that. But here's the thing: They do on the Switch too. That's a different story.
Okay. That's fair. Okay, let me go ahead and look up something here because this is interesting.
Yeah.
Take a
Besides
look at real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at what I sent you regarding Subnautica 2.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and Discord. You mentioned that game. I heard the situation with that one. They're letting go of the people in there.
Yeah.
Subnautica issues damage control over mocking the feedback. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they keep saying, "Oh, where's the diversity?" This is like the same people whine about it, but if it's like, honestly, people need to stop whining over people or mocking them over what they had to say.
Subnautica
You know what?
2 devs issue damage control after mocking feedback, and they're telling people that the game has issues and bugs,
That's true.
and they're saying fix the game, and they don't listen to that, and they're telling people to like just please fix the game. We liked Subnautica 1. We just want you to fix Subnautica 2. So please listen to us. We're
Listen.
trying.
Do me a favor and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna know what it's really about.
All right. All right. Let me go ahead and play this video. We'll go ahead.
Because basically, they're pretty much being condescending jackasses about the fact that they say, "Oh, you can't. Oh, you have to sign EULA, and if you slander us, you're gonna pay $50."
Talking about the Subnautica 2 situation, a game that on its face has undeniable success out of the gates. The sales numbers are really, really high. However, like many other games before it, the lurking issues are starting to get louder and louder, mainly when it comes to players' rights and also their feedback that was being asked from developers, but when it's received, it's being mocked and pushed aside. In fact, things have gotten so controversial that Unknown Worlds made a community statement, a letter to the community trying to address these concerns. However, many people feel that this is not enough. In fact, they feel like they're brushing off a lot of these concerns, especially these concerns involving EULA and players' rights. Many people have identified portions of the agreement that you need to make to play this game that might restrict how you publish footage from this game or VPN usage, or even you might find yourself being punished for not aligning with social norms, whatever that means. And there's also a feedback issue when it comes to some of the aspects of this game, particularly the lack of choice when it comes to violence in the game. Now, this isn't very far departed from the first iteration of this game that has a more pacifist approach to everything, but people are looking at the way this game is playing out, and they want more. However, that feedback is being mocked by the same developers who are asking for feedback at the moment. However, when it comes to Subnautica 2, there's been some brewing issues for quite some time, including an issue with Krafton and the fact that they would likely have to pay a $250 million bonus for this game based on the number of sales. When Krafton acquired Unknown Worlds back in 2021, there was a stipulation. If Unknown Worlds earned more than $69.8 million in revenue, its parent company would have to pay them a very hefty amount of bonuses that could go all the way to $250 million. They tried to basically fire many different key roles in the company to try to make this happen or avoid paying this bonus, but the writing's on the wall. As reported here, over 4 million copies sold. The revenue is over $100 million according to estimates. So that bonus is in play. So they're going to have to dish this out most likely, and that's causing another layer of issues. And like I said, they tried to get rid of the CEO and they had to bring him back, which has caused a lot of messiness behind the scenes. But for the game itself, the numbers are fantastic. We're sitting at 140,000 in-game players as of right now, and the reviews are phenomenal. Now, of course, there's a bit of a drop-off here in terms of players, but overall, this game is already on a fast track for financial success. And it really was a victory for a moment where it felt like, oh, the games journalist got it wrong again. You know, the same journalist who gave a 10 to Mixtape, calling it a masterpiece, gave Subnautica 2 a 7. Once again, showing IGN, for example, has no idea what they're doing. But this has been overshadowed by concerns, especially when it comes to EULA. You can see the subreddit for Stop Killing Games bringing up a lot of issues with the agreements to play this game. And it goes very, very deep. I mean, if they really follow through with everything they provided in the relevant agreement, your rights as a gamer are extremely limited. I mean, to sum this up, you could be punished by this development team for pretty much anything, any sort of extracurricular use of this game, posting footage anywhere else, using a VPN, or having behavior that doesn't fall in social norms, among many other things. Basically, you're just renting this game is the main concern, and the development team has every right to pull that when they feel like it. Now, of course, Subnautica 2 is aware of this, and they tried to address these concerns relating to EULA, saying they'll never take action against streamers that are trying to post footage or live stream this game, which is odd because they technically could, but they're promising you they won't. It's a weird state to be in where this could happen, but they're assuring you it won't. Why are we at this stage? This is not just a Subnautica 2 problem. This is a problem across the board with the gaming industry. So many studios are following suit with this sort of thing where they have a lot of rights and the customers have very little. Okay, at any moment, they could lose access for a whole host of reasons. Now, of course, there's another issue here when it comes to the actual gameplay, when it comes to violence. Can you fight back? Well, the developers of Subnautica 2 have really pressed that they want to keep the game non-violent like the first one. However, a lot of people are saying the ocean creatures, they need more than just a pacifist role. Like, it's not going to work. The AI in the game is way too strong. It's out of whack right now.
Yeah, basically,
so
the AI
something
itself
needs
is
to be
absolutely
changed.
cut.
And you can see people pointing out in memes like this, you can't kill the fish. Meanwhile, other characters in the setting, curious. And then you have people making mods that allow you to kill all the fish you want, as reported by PC Gamer. But the responses to this should really show you the lack of nuance in this conversation from people who are just mad at anyone making complaints right now. You can see totally well-adjusted, normal people like this saying, yay, now I can live out my internal white colonizer desires of genociding everything that mildly disturbs me. Yippee, yahoo. And this would get 8,000 likes. 8,000 people agree with this totally insane take. And you can see the OP saying, muting this because I'm kind of sleepy, getting 36 likes, replying to their own tweet that has over 8,000. Very artificial right here. And also someone said, go to therapy or something. And they say, suck my D or something. And it's just like, really? But yeah, it's just immature responses here. But speaking of immature responses, here's a response from the development team. When asked about violence not being present in the game, they say, we aren't a killing game. Go play Sons of the Forest or something if you want to kill. Also, we have heard about the slider. Thank you for speaking up there. And you can see the reaction on Discord in the relevant server. 71 thumbs down. People are offended by this. Like, what is this attitude amongst developers saying, go play another game, go elsewhere, go away from here if you want to give us feedback? Because that's what they're asking for. They're asking for feedback regarding this game. And when they're presented with it, they're not just telling them no, they're mocking the people providing feedback. It seems completely inappropriate. I don't know why anyone would think this is a good idea, but of course, the defenders are out in full force with memes like this saying the highest rated EA launch in a long time. And I guess the angry chud saying, I need to find a way to be offended over this. The fish, I can't kill all the fish. Now the replies are roasting this person saying they're effing fish. Making them unkillable threats takes me out of any semblance of a survival game and makes me hyper aware that I'm being led on rails down a developer's ethical opinions. And this whole thing is just really, really odd, right? It's just such an odd thing to latch onto so hard. That's their vision, but it seems like they don't want to hear anything else in response here. And people are just like, why are you being so passive aggressive about, I think, some pretty legitimate criticism of the game right now? And you can see some people weighing in saying divers carry knives on them. Just tone down the aggressive AI and let people have a knife. Right there, 90% of the issues are solved. And you can see, again, the defender saying, or play a different game. You have zero obligation to play it. This is a game in early access. You need to take in feedback. Isn't that like the whole point, right? It's in early access. Take in feedback and respond accordingly. But it seems like the development team and the defenders have absolutely no interest in feedback. Feedback, not.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this saying, okay, also listening to players is one of the worst things a developer can do. It's like opening up a police helpline for the public criminal cases. It's just plain stupid. So this person is not willing to listen to criticisms or feedback or possible grain or the fact that they're having issues with the game itself having bugs or something like that, and you're expecting people to, and you're insulting them based on the fact that the early access is literally what exact time they need their egos aside and listen to players on what to fix. They should, because they're giving out feedback on what's going on with the game. The fact that they would have to check on what's going on and why is this not working in the game. Like, that type of stuff does affect the game. It also affects the reputation of the company if the game is not working. How can this person be that stupid defending this type of
But wait, there's more.
All right, let's go ahead and listen.
Welcomed. And of course, someone points out saying this game is in early access. Literally the exact time they need to put their ego aside and listen to players on what to fix. Play a different game is the worst possible thing to say. And the same person defending all this says, also listening to players is one of the worst things a developer can do. It's like opening a police helpline to the public for criminal cases. It's just plain stupid. What? Developers shouldn't listen to gamers? This is why we're at where we're at. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, not thinking gamers' feedback is valuable is why so many developers have gone off the rails. They believe this. But things have gotten serious enough that the official Subnautica account made this post sharing a relevant section from their website trying to address this. It's an open letter to the community addressing some key feedback since launch. They say, hello, Subnauts. First, thank you for yada, yada, yada. And they say, we understand that some recent comments from our team made players feel ignored or dismissed. We are sorry for that. Early access should be a conversation with our players, not a one-way explanation from the development team. Your feedback matters, and we do not want any part of our communication to make the community feel otherwise. There are 3 areas we want to speak to directly. First, we understand that creature balance needs work. Right now, some predator encounters feel more frustrating than tense or exciting. Mitigation tools are not always clear, reliable, or satisfying, and players do not have enough confidence in how and when a creature attacks. This is not the experience we want. We are actively working on improvements to creature behavior and player mitigation tools Upcoming changes will include adjustments to creature aggression, timing, aggro range, flare effectiveness, survival 2 effectiveness, and creature interactions with vehicles and bases. These changes will be delivered over a series of upcoming patches. Second, we have heard these strong requests for more direct ways to deal with hostile creatures, including the ability to kill them. We understand where this request is coming from. When avoidance and mitigation tools do not feel effective, it is natural for players to want more decisive solutions. Our current direction is not based on judging players who want combat. It is not because we think these players are wrong. Subnautica has always been built around vulnerability, exploration, and survival rather than traditional weapon-based combat. We believe that this is part of what makes the game unique. However, that design only works if the creature encounters feel fair, readable, and engaging. Right now, we know we have more to work on to achieve that. Third and finally, we want to be clear about how we view early access. Early access is not only about collecting bug reports, it is a collaboration with the community. We will not always be able to make every requested change, but we do have a responsibility to listen carefully, explain our decisions respectfully, and show through our actions that player feedback is shaping the game. So that is the statement, and a lot of people really aren't buying it, including quotes like this saying, actually a quality response from the developers, but it is lacking in an honest apology for bashing another game, solid direction and information on how they will solve some issues and not even mention the legal stuff. Still do not support this game. They will keep their EULA. And that's the thing. They are keeping the EULA. That is something they are keeping, right? That is really overlooked in the situation. They are keeping it. They're just saying, trust us when we say we're not going to enforce it. Does that sit right with you? Like, it's an honest question, right? Some people just don't care, right? They're there for a fun experience in a game, and they're getting that. A lot of people, millions, are getting that with the game right now. More power to you, okay? I've always been the person to say or acknowledge a lot of gamers just want a fun experience, and everything surrounding it, they don't really care as long as the game is fun. But for many others, this sort of stuff bothers them. And I think that's very valid. So I'm interested in what you guys have to say. But also, as pointed out here, they say a lot about what they're going to do. It seems like they're doubling down on their non-violence in the game. That's their choice. But they completely overbrush the snarky response from their team. I mean, they acknowledge, oh, we shouldn't be doing that. But they don't even acknowledge what it was. Isn't that like the first part of apologizing for anything? So this whole thing is a mess. I think it's a pretty lacking response in many different ways. Subnautica 2 is, again, very successful in terms of sales. It's dipping, but that happens, right? Everyone expected that. But this set of issues are starting to overshadow what could have been a slam dunk. Some of these issues were before the release. They existed before. But now people are really looking into it. And I think because the development team didn't really address them directly and honestly, it's going to continue. It's not going to get better. I think this post hasn't really quelled a whole lot. The people who had no issue with any of these things still have no issue. The people who do have issues, they might have some relief from the statement, but they're not exactly like, oh, well, thank goodness this whole thing is solved. It doesn't seem like they're really taking things too seriously. They understand there's a problem, and they have an image problem right now, but they're not getting that deep into it. They don't really want to deconstruct what's going on here and really take everything in and respond accordingly. And I think that is a bit of an issue. But again, this is your opinion, guys. Like, I am genuinely curious in this situation, especially with Subnautica 2, what you guys have to say. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. But I think this is a bigger discussion about EULA and also these attitudes that developers have when it comes to feedback, telling people to go elsewhere. That is the biggest mistake. Please remove that from your phrases and vocabulary as developers. Never tell people to go elsewhere to find things that many people want in the game. But anyways, that's going to do for this video. If you guys enjoyed, consider giving a like to this video. Consider subscribing and putting on notifications for daily uploads on this channel. And also multiple streams a week here on YouTube. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. Basically, stop killing games.
Yeah, basically the EULA is what's killing games, and stop killing games is basically
For those who don't know what EULA means, end user, end user license agreement.
Yeah, and they're basically going to kill the game as soon as they make part 3.
yeah.
You know what? Good. Let it die. You know, there are days
It's
when I
a
legit
single player
say,
game. How is it that it's going to? It's a single player game. Oh, they're adding online co-op. Okay, but still, it's a single player game.
yeah, basically you can't even defend yourself considering the fact that some of these okay, some of these fish fish from what I've seen in certain videos,
Uh huh.
they're unruly, especially they're insane, especially the one where you go out of bounds. If you go out of bounds in if you go off bounds in the game, supposedly an unkillable creature will follow you. An
Yeah.
unkillable transparent worm. A massive one at that.
That would be the worst case scenario. And they're not, and this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt their reputation because they're basically saying, "Oh, so they're basically gonna kill the game by the end of the user agreement." And that's why the EULA is being utilized, because they're trying to make as much money off of the game, and then when they get bored of it, they'll get rid of it and it's live service and everything, when it's supposed to be a single player game.
Hmm.
My God, these people, they really went too far on this whole thing.
How the fuck is Subnautica? How the fuck is Subnautica a service game?
I don't know. Let me look it up because I never got to play it.
Because
and
it isn't.
an injection can double a cat's life to 30 years has been developed. Clinical trials has begun with regulations approval approval projected in next year, of course.
Let's see. Okay, so Subnautica is going to be, it will not feature season passes, battle passes, or subscriptions. It will have 4-player co-op, while earlier speculation mistakenly labeled it as a live service game. So to clarify this, situation, it will have 4-player co-op. Subnautica is a live service game with 4-player co-op. So they're saying it isn't, but it isn't, and they're saying that it is, but there's 4-player co-op in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, co-op is not live service.
Yeah.
Cool. And the thing is, if they want to play online games, the thing is, they need to do like a connection, like from a game account, or LAN or whatever, you know.
Yeah, so developers have heard requests for combat, but decided against it, sticking to the series' core focus on vulnerability exploration and avoid being a killing game. So that's basically what they're trying to do. So that's basically what they're trying to do, is basically they're saying, hey, we're not gonna make it like a player versus player game. We're just gonna make it into a 4-player co-op so you can venture together and explore the dangerous,
See.
under the sea.
Yeah.
That's basically what they're trying to do, and I think they want to do that, focus on the game, which is fine. Do that. But just say it. Just say it. Don't try to insult people. Don't try to, just say it. Hey, this is what we're trying to do. This is what the game is. We're just going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else has happened?
Well, nothing much. Like from yesterday was my birthday, but my donathon, well, I only spent 6 hours, but at least I got 10 views from the stream, which is good, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that kid's happy birthday, motherfucker.
Yeah.
well,
And even though two of my haters were clowning on my freaking donathon, saying, "Oh, Shiny ain't gonna make it." Like, look, realize this. I only do the subathon as a way, as an experiment, you know.
yeah.
Not like
I
some,
I went to the movies,
yeah,
and I told you about the movie that's coming out,
yeah,
which is Digital Circus.
Yeah, the Amazing
Yeah.
Digital Circus. That is the final episode.
Yeah,
Not
the
just the
final
movie, but
episode,
also
which is a response to all the fans, harassing the creator.
not necessarily, but yeah. I mean, she did want to. Goose Sports did want to end it, so by all means.
She had to end it. She had to end it because she was pissed off with the fan base harassing her.
yeah,
I would have done a lot worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
like
not saying it's you, it's the Reddit fan base.
the Reddit fan base is always harassing. The thing is, to just ignore Reddit. That's all I can do.
Well, that's the problem. The Reddit fan base went overboard on it and just went full scorch earth against her.
Oh, and to be honestly clear, these people who's been wasting their time hating on people they don't like, my God, they're the real locals.
That's the thing. Like they're gonna end the digital circus because she's fed up with how she was treated online, and the fact that people went off on her over criticisms of the series, over the characters, trying to over the whole the fan base that basically is despised by everybody because they keep harassing everybody, which is the shippers.
Oh yeah.
The shippers. That's basically what that was the issue. And thanks to the shippers, they ruined it.
This is more of an unpopular opinion, really, but how should I say this?
Mhm.
If I were to have a show like that, I would end it in its peak.
That's how Judd did it.
That's just my other friends did it too.
Yeah, the creator of Beavis and Butthead, who's
Oh,
also
Mike
the
Judge.
creator of King of the Hill.
Yeah, Mike Judge.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna end it all," and he did it on a video. He was like, "I'm gonna end it all. I'm gonna end Beavis and Butthead."
You know what? He should have never actually brought those two back. Interestingly enough, in the case of the new King of the Hill, from what I've read, Bobby goes through one hell of a development arc.
Yeah,
Well, he goes through one hell of a but in the case of Connie, it's like they basically
they Gen Z'd her to the generation of multiple partners.
She
polyamory.
Basically they said they told the shit out of Connie because she was basically a trophy daughter to her parents.
Yeah,
and once she got out, that's when she decided to be herself. Turn to hers. Basically, yeah. How should I say this? but yeah, some things don't change regarding King of the Hill. Peggy's
Yeah.
still being a bitch.
Yeah, some things didn't change at all, and that's what happened.
Hank, strangely enough, I've seen some scenes. Basically, Hank, uh, apparently being in Saudi Arabia actually changed his outlook on some things, including soccer. Actually, yes, you heard me right. Hank fucking loves soccer, but because of the structure.
uh, he was
Anyways,
selling shish kebabs on the side, wasn't he?
well, he did live in Saudi Arabia after Bach retired, and was working on propane.
Yeah.
And then there's
Well,
Peggy calling Saudi Arabia Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
No, she was saying Saudi instead of Saudi.
Saudi. Yeah, Saudi.
Instead of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. As far as I know, that TV show was pretty good back in the days, but it's just like I can understand why Mike Judd was like, you know what, I'm just gonna end it all because I'm done. I'm tired. He had a good
Well,
run, but he kind of had to end it all.
considering that some of the voice actors died, yeah. Like you
Yeah,
have Brittany
Brittany
Benty, yeah,
Murphy.
no, sorry, Brittany Murphy. She died in of an overdose. Tom Petty, he died too.
Yeah,
You had John, the guy who played Dale, the guy who voiced Dale, the guy
yeah,
who voiced John Redcorn,
yeah,
and so
yeah. John
I
Redcord had like a lot of the actors. Some of the actors had problems. Like I could not blame any of the actors because one Redcorn was gay. We found out.
well, the guy who played him was gay,
Yeah,
and then in the case, and then I know the guy who played Dale Gribble.
yeah.
Johnny. It was Johnny something. Yeah, I forgot this. I'm sorry, I forgot his last name.
I can look up their
Uh,
cast names.
hold up. It was Johnny Hardwick. Tommy
Yeah,
House is now poison, and then the big mistake was the fact that they had to change Supernuciform's last name. Sorry, his voice actor. Toby Haas is the guy who also who voiced Con Hale and Khan Supernuciform.
yeah,
He's now he's now voicing the Dale Gribble. But I remember, but the guy who voices Khan now, Ronnie Chung, he doesn't have he doesn't have the same deal,
yeah,
same grid as Tommy Huss did. But unfortunately, the reason was they recast Tommy Huss to Ronnie Cheng because of a push to have characters of color voiced by actors of color. In other words,
yeah.
the pro CD consequence.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad situations with that.
Yeah, pro CD basically took away one of the most beloved characters and turned him to shit. Come
Yeah,
on, Hakeem!
that's what
Come on,
happened.
Hakeem! No. Come on, Hakim.
Come
You
on,
have to be that. Come down to me. Come on. I make you my bitch.
I'm gonna see my bitch.
No. Here's the thing. I wouldn't say that Tommy House is the best voice for him because let's be honest here, the motherfucking voice. I feel Kitty Man, Cotton motherfucking Hill. Let's be real. You Cotton Hill was easily one of the best characters in the game in the series.
Yeah. There's been some things that happened. Did anyone check out the Gundam conference thing?
No,
What they announced?
I would expect you to do it because you're the Gundam head.
Yeah, I was busy at work when they announced it because I was like, there was a lot of announcements that they did. They announced that they were going to bring out because they did show some clips of a video which I thought was interesting because they were showing like a lot of things that happened, especially introducing new animes that are announced, new projects that they're going to explore. Considering it was its 50th anniversary, and they even showed like an introduction promo of Gundam, basically trying to bring up the fan, love of it in a animated music video.
Look,
Anyways, I'm gonna be going AFK for a second because it's my brother's in-law's birthday, you know.
Okay,
go for it.
Yeah.
You take care.
But I'll be back, you know.
It's
Don't worry,
okay,
man. We understand.
It's okay, bro.
They
Anyways.
They did some things in there. They announced that they're gonna bring out, let's see, Gundam, Gundam Seed Freedom Zero.
I did check out a little bit of the Forza thing, but that's here. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the Forza Gundam thing. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. And they're also bringing back they're redoing Gundam, the original Mobile Suit Gundam series.
0079.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
They're also doing Gundam Wing, which they're also announcing. Why can't they just bring back make another G Gundam, please? Make another G Gundam.
Because G Gundam would be offensive to the modern audience.
A new visual project for Gundam Wing ahead of its 50th anniversary. So they're announcing a possibly good story. The new visual project range from 10-second clip or even a 50-episode TV series. So they're looking into the possibility of bringing out Gundam Wing for the 50th anniversary. And they're also announcing events that might happen called Gundam Con 2027, which I don't know where it's going to be held at, but they also talked about the Gundam Hololive crossover production thing that they're doing, which I think it'd be interesting if they played Gundam games. It'd be funny, but I haven't seen that many people play it. Gundam Hololive production, which they bring out the little, emblems of the characters. I know Miko is one of the picks that they have, and they're bringing out like the special mobile suits for them, based on all the characters in Hololive with their emblems. They're also gonna put out the emblems and everything.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So here's the example of what they're doing. I'm going to show you the clip from the Hololive Gundam thing. which they announced Hololive as one of its basic. This is an example.
コラボにて本日は続報がございます。まずはこちらをご確認ください。
So this is during the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
ガンダム×ホロライブプロダクションスペシャルコラボレーション。情報解禁第1弾のパイロットスーツとミニキャラのデザインが明らかに。
Let's see.
さらにそ
Suisei,
れぞれのコラボエンブレムを初公開。
Miko,
エンブレムをつけたモビルスーツは
Chihaya?
真の姿。
Yeah, and they're getting their own mobile suit.
Man, Chihaya been going after collaborations like crazy. Then you had the Tokyo Stream Racer thing. Then you have also
コラボタレント発
that's
表。
Wookie?
Yeah.
Subaru. Okay, we got Subaru Pecora, Josh Watame, Kali, Mori Kariope, Aris, Hajime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
新たなコラボメンバー。そして新たなるオリジナルカラーのモビルスーツの公開。徐々に明かされていく新情報。果たして次なる展開は
No Stardust memory.
Hey.
Stardust memory.
君は星の涙を見る。
You know, like a 13 episode.
さらなる続報はこの夏に。
More
So
updates
this will
coming
be-
this summer.
So I'm guessing 1 or 2 months from now.
Yeah.
それでは映像で発表のあった内容を一つずつおさらいしていきましょう。
Wait a minute.
一つ目はすでに発表している参加タレントの皆さんとコラボレーションしたさまざまなデザインが初公開されま
Featuring
した。
particular
まず
talent.
は第1弾タレントさんの
Big
パイ
talent.
ロットスーツ
I
姿。
Wave,
とっても可愛らしいミニキャ
Very
ラ。
cute TV characters,
そして
Yamari,
タレントさんごとにデザインされたエンブレム。
emblems,
Wookie.
そのエンブレムがついた最終の
final
モビル
walls,
スーツデザイン。
features emblems.
どれも個性的でかっこいいですね。
そうですね。
2つ目は驚きの
You
続
would buy
報
this.
ということ
Some
で
people would
コラボ
buy
に
this
参加する
stuff.
タレントの皆さんの第2弾の
I
発
would
表が
Okay,
ご
that's
ざい
the
ました。
second wave.
buy.
コラボするタレントさんと
That's
モビルスー
Gundam
ツも決ま
Death
り、これからの続報にも非常に期待してしまいますね。今回はホロライブイングリッシュからもタレントの方々の参加が決定いたしました。
Will
そ
also
し
be
て第2弾
participating.
アサインタレントさんのモビルスーツデザインも発表されました。夏頃追加情報が解禁予定ということですので、皆様お楽しみに。
さてここで私からイベントコラボ情報をお伝えします。2024年以降、福岡、博多祇園山笠や北海道札幌雪まつりと、各地のお祭りへ出店し、お祭りを楽しみにしている皆様やご当地のガンダムファンの皆様に楽しんでいただける企画を実施してきました。
Gundam fans and enjoyers.
2026年はガン
The
ダ
Gundam
ム
Festival
お祭り
project.
プロジェクトと題して、さらに規模
Yeah,
を
so that's
拡
another
大
thing
実
that
施す
will
る。
pop up, but there's also the other thing.
Okay, so we got new Gundam with Sakurabiko, Sasabi,
Yeah.
and Suisei Hoshimachi,
Yeah.
Fubuki Shirakami, and Gundametsuya, Hoshimarine and Crossbone Gundam X1, Hoyori, Koyori Hakui, and Finna Gundam, and Unicorn Gundam 02 Benchinoir with Chihaya Rindo. Yeah, I told that it was Chihaya.
Yeah, Chihaya and others. Let's see. They're also
That's the
announcing
first
new
wave.
card game.
Yeah, all of them are well-known B2ers still in whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're announcing a new project for Gundam. So I know that the one of them is the original Gundam, a refreshed version of it. It will be a refreshed version. And this is like the list of things that they're putting out right now.
You know what? Let me say it like this. If they do not have the original theme song for the remake of 0079, I am not interested.
But they'll probably put the music in there.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is the intro of Gundam. That's the one. Fire up your soul, fire up your soul, fire up your soul, Gundamu. Yeah.
Yo.
Okay.
Yes,
Third anniversary Gundam, of course.
50th actually.
Gundamu.
So yeah, definitely. If they don't have that, oh, we got okay. So you were telling me, so you were saying about the Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
And,
they're gonna probably make another new Gundam Wing 30th anniversary. They already released a music video, I believe, of its anniversary, but the 50th anniversary of it is like, okay, so they're announcing a lot of stuff and possibly a new project for Gundam Wing, but they're also doing a refresh of it. So let's see. Some new format, very special 50th anniversary. But there's also the other thing that popped up. Let me see if I can look it up. 50th anniversary of the Gundam series. I wish they would put out G Gundam, but there wasn't much about G Gundam. They basically talked about this series, which is basically the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero, which is basically from the movie Freedom, which
okay, so it says here,
yeah,
they're going to permanently remove the Unicorn Gundam display at the end of August 2026. So if
yeah,
anyone's in Japan by this summer, go check it out. They're gonna take it down.
Yeah, and that was from what they announced over what happened with Gundam. And they are planning to release new Gundam model kits too, from what I heard. There's also something that popped up that I saw. TMS uploaded a very cryptic image on their YouTube channel, maybe also teaser for the Lupin versus Detective Conan 3 remastered the first two movies, but also does anyone know how to translate Morse code? This is the image that they put out. That's another thing that popped up on the news. So can you?
Where was it? Okay, where was this? Gundam Channel International.
This is another thing that popped up. The other thing I could show you is this. I did go to the Hathaway movie, and they gave me this.
You could try running on AI, just in case.
It's
You
not
can translate it. You can translate the Morse code on AI. I don't know how to do Morse code either.
I used to remember reading Morse code books, but I'm not very sure about it. Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, send me the picture and I'll take a look. Send me a picture. Send me a picture.
I'll link the picture to you. Copy.
Awesome. So these are Hathaway cards.
Yeah. That's what they gave away at the movie theater when it first premiered. Because I was kind of curious about the movie, wanted to check it out and see how it was. Out of my review of it, I would say it was a bit boring. I'm not trying to be mean to the creators of it. They were basically people were basically making fun of it, talking about how bad it was. But to me, I understood that this is part 2 of the movie that they released recently, because I already seen part 1, and part 1 was basically they kind of put it at a slow pace to where, okay, no Bright is in the film. Spoiler: he is going to appear in the movie, but he's also going to, and also Amo Ray also appeared in the movie as sort of like a memory flashback. This film is trying to tell the story because it is a tragedy. It is a tragic story about a protagonist who is trying to think that he's going to start a revolution, when in reality all he's doing is just trying to, he's trying to mess with the Federation because he believes the Federation is evil. And Noel's son,
Noah.
Noah Hathaway, is basically trying to mess with the Federation because he didn't like what happened, and they bring up Char's counterattack with his relationship with Quest. Quest was a girl who he met like in a space station during the conflict between Char and Amuro in their war that they had together. She intervened in the war because she kind of felt like the war was pointless. But the fact was she knew what happened. She heard what happened between Amuro and Char because she felt it because she had new type abilities. Quest had new type abilities. Of course, these new type abilities kind of because she kind of had this factuation with Char. Knowing what happened, she kind of wanted to side with Char on everything because Amuro did the one heinous thing that he did. He killed Lala Sune.
Sune.
Yeah, Lala Sune. And it was a sad story in itself that she also died the same way, trying to save somebody she loved. And of course, Noah kind of
holy fucking shit! I knew that chick from the Gundam Conflict so familiar. That's Sally Amaki, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sally Amaki.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, because Hathaway kind of knew what was going on. And
by the way, it's also in
movie.
English because of the fact that Sally's American. So
yeah. Yeah. So the circle that the Nymph of the Circe, if I pronounce it right, had like 16 tracks. Plus 2 added tracks in the film, which they feature featured Guns N' Roses, "Sweet Child of Mine" for the ending. And yes, I saw the ending track of it. Sweet child of mine.
Let me guess. They added that on the English dub regarding Guns N' Roses.
I think so too. They added that as a way to attract people. And then also the intro to they used the intro of what was that called? NZS. Let me look it up. NZA or NZS. Yeah, they used that song because there was a lot of tracks that they used in the film, but I felt like certain ones were okay. It's just what they did with it was kind of crazy. Yeah, by Snooze SZA. Snoozy SCA. And they used that in the intro of the movie. And Sweet Child Mine and Guns N' Roses in the end of the movie. And I'm just like yeah, it explains everything. But here's the weird thing about this film, and I'm going to be spoiling a lot of it. Hathaway, I would say this. Noel really is lusting for Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And that girl that showed up in the cast, I forgot her name. Guess who plays Let me see if I can look her up. Let me see if I can get the cast list here. Come on. Cast. Guess who? Reina Yuta.
Reina Ueda.
Yeah, she plays as
Uh,
Gigi.
Yeah, she's Oh yeah, that Reina Ueda's in Racing Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, and guess who also appears in the movie? Amuro Ray's voice actor, Toru
Wait a
Fuyara,
minute.
the controversial voice actor.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So you're telling me that Toru Furuya is in this one?
Yeah.
The Toru Furuya.
Yeah.
I guess the Q&A actually. I guess
think it was a while back when they were recording. I guess when the scandal hit, I guess that's when they decided to he said he will retire, but I guess they got his recordings back when he was still working.
That actually explains a lot.
Yeah. But considering that Reina playing Gigi, she actually hit it off pretty well as the character.
Damn.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, like, she kind of is sort of like a temporary replacement for Quest because she does have the new type powers.
I understand.
What?
I understand new type of powers and everything, right?
Yeah. And she kind of predicts everything that's happening surrounding them and everything, but she kind of is a part of the story. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna have to bring up the fact that this is a build up to part 3 that they're gonna be putting out soon, probably in 2030 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, they hold on. They no, I had okay. So in the case of Noah Hathaway, Kensho Ono is the voice actor in the film.
Yeah,
it's Kensho Ono who's the voice actor in the film. For those, if anyone watch Far Far Jojo, he's Johnny Giovanna. Anyways, can I select? That's Junichi Suwabe. Interesting.
Yeah, he played a lot of like idol, pretty boy roles.
He's also Leone Abacchio in Far File Joseph's Adventure. He's also let's see.
Yeah, he played like again.
He's
played
also
a lot of pretty
he's
boy.
also Dandy.
He is.
He's
he plays, but he's also known to play a lot of. He's also known to play a lot of pretty boy roles in animes. He did play in Lazarus, which I was kind of disappointed by that anime. But he also was.
You are not the. Let's be honest here. You're not the only one. I did not care about watching Lazarus. And even then, I got disappointed. You know how bad that is.
Yeah, but he also was in Blue Lock.
The guy was also the voice of Archer in the Fate series. He's the voice of Archer.
That's true.
Anyways, moving on regarding Gundam.
Okay, moving on.
By the way, before we go, it ends up he's also lent his voice to certain Kamen Rider and Ultraman series.
Yep, he was, and he also he also did the Loser Ranger anime.
All right. Anyways, what were you saying about the Gundam about the Hathaway movie? Because
I would say, considering he played in a lot of he also did Gundam Breaker Battlelog. He played Fudo Ryusei. He played in that one. Same voice, same.
Anyways, like I said,
Yeah, he played in a lot of big roles, but the funny thing about this movie, I'm going to go ahead and say, I felt like it was a bit boring, but there were some moments in that movie that were pretty good. But at the same time, you know, he's like trying to hold his urges of not trying to, you know, bang Gigi, because Gigi was like and I don't even know how this chick got like lusted after old men type of situation with her. but it's weird. It was like the weirdest situation with her. And I'm just like looking at her going like, okay, so this chick,
some women like older men, some women like younger men.
yeah, but she kind of charms the hell out of people with her new type abilities. It's like this character Gigi was off the charts in the story. Considering I never read the book, the novel, considering that this is a novel, and I was told by a friend that told me about this, that and I'm not going to spoil anything, but it will end in a tragedy, and it's going to be a tragic story.
I mean, it's Gundam. What do you expect?
Yeah,
a happy ending?
They also had an appearance from the new version of the new Gundam with the funnels and everything. And I was surprised by it, by it, and I was just like, "What the fuck? It has funnels? Oh, oh yeah." And I thought it was going to be the other version of the new Gundam, but it was no. It was basically the same model, but it's a mass produced version of it. And I thought, okay, that's fine, but it's like, but I would give this movie a 6 out of 10 because it's building up to that. It's building up to that heat of the moment to where, okay, Noel is about to or has the girl in the end. Spoiler. He gets the girl, but at the same time, you know, it's building up to the next story. Is going to build up to the next story, which will be coming out in a couple of years because they're still working on that project with the animation and everything. But as far as I know, I gave it a 6 because it had good animation. It used it too much, you know, angles. Like it goes with the 1 point, the 2 point, and the 4 point angles in that film, and it tries to show off so much animation, but the story kind of felt a little bit boring. That's how I felt about it. I understand that Bright is like this depressive character that is trying to be the protagonist in the story, trying to start a revolution against the United. Like it's kind of confusing, but you get some of the idea what they were trying to do to tell the story to make it look good and unique and strange in a way to attract people to understand what they're trying to tell. But at the same time, it just didn't work out as expected because it's trying to tell that wars. It's still doing the whole war's bad. All you need is love. Yes, you need love, and that was what it was. But it still didn't save me from like going like, oh, it's a 6. I'm giving it a 6. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's it. I'm done with that review. Okay, you guys go ahead.
Yeah. About what, the movie?
Yeah.
I don't really care about the movie.
Good. Because now you're getting everybody mad at you. That's why they're harassing you.
Not really. It's like I'm
just joking, man. I'm just joking. I get it. Like you haven't watched many animes. You're more into the VTuber stuff.
Yeah.
So here's another thing. Akisora, the adult manga artist Mashiro Itosugi, says that Google account was suspended after uploading an old manga manuscript to Google Drive. According to his post, his appeal was rejected, leaving him locked out of Google services and accounts tied to suspended profile. So Google basically took down his manga that he created, and because it's an adult related manga content, they took it down because of that. What do you guys think?
Like taking down the manga?
Yeah.
It's like I have to tell you one thing for sure. That's kind of wrong to take it down to see because everyone wants to see that, you know.
That's a part of their whatchamacallit.
I didn't watch it either, so
Yeah, it's a
don't
part of
ask
their
me.
TOS. It's a manga. That's basically it. It's an adult related manga that got taken down off of Google. And Google has been taking down a lot of adult content lately.
Yeah, it's because
their Google Drive.
Yeah, according to them, it's about the safety of children, which is absolute fucking bullshit.
It's BS. And at the same time, kids cannot have a Google account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny thing about that, they actually, you can actually straight up add their birthday, but put them put their birth year at least 30 more years, so they can they can see whatever they want. I am not kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that, but still.
The thing is, kids can't even own a Google account, anyways, which is the truth. But the thing is, parents need to be more responsible what their kids are watching and all this stuff. But
and it was a manuscript, and plus, I recalled a friend of mine explaining to me that he tried to write a novel and he couldn't use like inappropriate curse words, and they banned him from Google or deleted his content out of Google. And he can't even save it on the cloud because of Google.
You would think that you would think of that you would write an offline version for on Windows at least.
Yeah.
But even then,
and yet, I gotta tell you one thing: is collective shells what's behind the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is,
they're taking down the content because they feel it's too inappropriate for children. But we all know what they're all about. They're all about trying to show that we're the good guys. Guys, trust us. We're trying to protect the children
and the women.
They're trying to get everyone's information. And it's like, okay, so you're saying that you're about protecting children, but you're really trying to download our data so you can get more information out of us and try to spy on us
and frame us.
Yeah. And you must contribute to the information.
They're being worse as Kiwi form is, to be honest.
That's the thing. Like, people need to understand they can't be trusted, but unfortunately the government is doing it either way without the people's feedback, without voting against it. Like, they're just basically doing it because they know they can get away with it.
And here's the thing. Like, they never learned a thing or two from Kiwi farms because here's the thing. They've been, there are people who've been doxxed often. I can say this. They think, they found shiny in the Bronx. So yeah, good luck finding me in the Bronx, I could say. And I'm just saying, or they found JT in Washington or Striker in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Hmm?
They're plotting to kill.
Yeah,
Good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah. They should just say good luck with them if they want to find me in the Bronx.
Yeah, they're gonna find you in the Bronx. Okay, they might as well go with Midani and try to suck his dick in order to find you.
Right? Yeah, there's ruffians in the Bronx, so just be aware about that.
They might as well. They could absolutely go to your house, but all they got to do is go through a couple of guys.
Yeah.
A couple of guys, those guys that are like, jacking off in the front of the street, trying to, blow some steam off.
And yeah, there are some ruffians in the Bronx. That's why the Bronx is dangerous.
I've been to the Bronx. They're good people if you get to know them better. They're not really. You have to. You gotta know them, and they're not really. They're not really good with outsiders.
Yeah, that's the thing. In the Bronx, they're not good with outsiders, but they're ruffians. But here's one thing: if you're wearing like a goofy outfit, like a cosplay, whatsoever, they'll try to mug you.
Yeah, they will. Just don't put on a gold chain.
Yeah.
In front of them, they'll rob you.
Yeah. Either way, like if they want to find me in the Bronx, yeah. And here's the thing: I work in a freaking shoe store, so what do I care?
Yeah. And I'm going to show you something else that happened. This person made an opinion about Canned. You know that anime?
Yeah.
Bland. Yeah.
Glenad.
Yeah, I saw it, and
ass, bro. I tried, man. It sucked. Extremely common bad take from me. What, Clanad? Bro, the animation made it look like a ant. God, I felt like such a pedophile watching this. Does she not look like this? I just like, why do they make the character look like that, bro? Bro, and I was like, look at his hair. Why is his hair like that?
Yeah.
They look so ugly. So I tried watching Clanad.
Okay. Let's rage-inducing Gen Seeker.
Yeah.
And Taurus, yes.
Yeah.
I had 2 words for this woman. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
I watched Clan myself. It was okay for its time.
God Lord. I watched Clanad. Clanad was actually pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, Clanad was one of the best old animes to watch. Also, they do have a visual novel that you could play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That too.
After story though.
Pushing 40 and posting
very few animes broke me. This is one of those. Pushing 40 posting lolly cut the holy shit.
Haruhi is now a loli.
How the fuck is Haruhi a loli?
Look, she has ass and she has tits.
She has hentai tits. I can't believe you people are looking at that. You're all a bunch of homosexuals. Yeah, being unable to distinguish between fiction and reality could be a mental disorder like psychosis, schizophrenia.
Yeah.
That's true.
Damn.
That's true. Yeah, and this is why you literally cannot tell the difference. Real versus and there's a kid.
Yeah, if I see a picture of a kid, I kind of throw up, man.
It is true. It is true.
I can say that.
And Reddit, and it's a Reddit user. I literally cannot tell the difference.
Of course, it's fucking so true. Too.
And the thing is, look, why you want to compare a drawing with an actual real life child, which is kind of wrong.
Yeah, which kind of makes you into a pedophile.
And here's the thing. I'm gonna say one thing for sure. I'm gonna say this in the real sense, like let's say this. I'm an uncle. And if I see something like this, it's like, yo, that's gross, why you comparing this to character to a child? Kind of gross, you know what I mean, you know. And in my situation, look, I work with people with autism and people with who have kids whatsoever. And to be clear, even though if if the rumors are true about saying but I have a legitimate son, well, we don't know, I can say.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely protected. And also,
Yeah.
what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Anything
How can you
is
say? How can you call Clan that ass? Not only is this a bad opinion, this is the kind of this is the kind of opinion that gets your ass beat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like, look, if anyone who's an old school anime fan or a fan of Clannad sees the whole situation, you know this person's gonna be mocked and laughed at. To be honest,
Yeah. And and a lot of people don't seem to understand the story behind Clan. It's like, you're lusting after children? You must be.
yeah. And the thing is,
And people
don't
are
take
saying it's a
person-
masterpiece. It's a classic masterpiece from the early 2000s, and they're trying to shit on the fan base for watching it. And it's like, aren't you?
COVID is not enough to finish up these retards.
And I
Yeah,
would
no
say,
shit.
I would tell them, are you done? Are you done?
Oops, all Coney. Whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh, Coney.
Ooh, ooh,
If she can't handle that, that's. If she. Oh, God.
Ooh,
Okay,
Coney.
I fed up watching Clan that bitch. Are you for real? Are you for real? You know, maybe Ronald Reagan had a point. Maybe Ronald Reagan did fuck up by actually closing down the asylums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did fuck up.
Because it seems like some people can't discern real from fake. And this is the thing, like you're overly obsessive about, like, here's an example: the magic lolly pill.
The magic lolly pill.
Yeah,
I'm laughing at that.
the magic text, the magic lolly pill.
Holy fucking shit!
I know. I forgot.
You know
what
what? You know what? If she would get triggered by that, she should watch a wholesome anime by the name of Bloodstained Angel Dokuro-chan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I seen
remember
that anime. I tell you one thing, Dokuro-chan is one of the best anime, but it ends like in a happy note.
Dokuro-chan, unfortunately, by the second season, it got canceled, which is sad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Dokuro-chan is one of the most insane anime I've ever seen. Apparently, one of the reasons why it got canceled was because the Japanese could not handle that much blood.
Yeah.
Which is weird, considering. Never mind. Under communism, I be starving too much, had to taste this dick.
Yeah.
And I gotta be real with stuff like this. Well, people need to just,
Yeah, easier said than done. Easier said than done. Even then, they won't listen. They're too smart for that shit.
Yeah. And there's also the Bleach.
Kubo.
Yeah,
Okay.
the final season of Blood War.
Wasn't a dozen-year block war?
Yeah,
Then again, I don't give a shit about Bleach, so
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Bleach as well, because it's a good anime, but there's too many fillers.
I'm very much allergic to long shonen anime. Why do you think I don't want to watch One Piece? Besides the fact that 4Kids ruined that shit for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
The future of anime. I know what this means.
And I'm gonna be
Oh, they're
real.
bringing it back. They're bringing it back.
No.
And I'm gonna be real. Like, if you call it Lolicons locales, how they're locales? Is it because of lol on the Lolicon, which is
Okay.
makes no sense.
You may recognize this character.
Oh, of course, Haruri.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
And
Haruhi. Haruhi
there's
Suzuki, yeah.
yeah.
The definition of the Mary Sue.
I'm here, coming soon.
Yeah, the very definition of Mary Sue.
What the Haruhi culture was a cult, to be honest.
Yeah, but it actually had had like a really huge cult following. So did K-On.
Yeah. Yeah, in the case of K-On, well, in the case of
Two-Chan
K-On,
considered this the anime of
Lucky
the
Star 2.
generation. Yeah. And I know that this anime, brought in the memes for this anime.
Okay, so I just Gemini just told me the symbols means Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's the collaboration between Conan and Lupin the Third.
Ah.
You should have just drawn that thing at Google Gemini and let it translate you.
and translate it. Yeah. I'm just like, can't spend much on it. Okay, Isekai ruin anime forever. That video. Yeah, might as well go with the other story, which this happened in Russia, I believe.
Oh yeah, saw this yesterday.
Yeah,
it's Russia. What do you expect? You can't have shit in Russia.
I know. It was like
Russia's hard. It's hard around, to be honest.
Kyrgyzstan, not Russia. The mural.
Oh, it's in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, and and it got. And they got.
Why am I not surprised? If this happened in Puerto Rico, they would also do it too, because graffiti vandalism.
Yeah.
Because of graffiti.
Yeah, you can see right here. There's another one, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, they graffitied over the racist one. And then
New Zealand. Meanwhile, in Christchurch, New Zealand, it's been standing there for years.
Why do you call it Christchurch in New Zealand? Is it owned by a church?
Not that I know of.
That's the name of the city.
Yeah.
This one's in Vladivostok. There are anime street arts. Nobody messes with them. So this is a Kyrgyzstan then. A bit further.
Yeah.
Hey, in Mexico too. Hell, Mexico.
Well,
yeah.
I'm checking on AliExpress what to get. Like maybe some Uma Musume merch.
You can do that, yeah.
Because when I tell my friend Mitch about Do Not Goon on the Uma plushies, he doesn't listen. I don't know what's with the gooning on plushie situation, to be honest.
Okay, so this is the artist.
You mean you mean having sex with Fumos?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy definitely...
Honestly, do I really? How should I say this? Let's just say if you can't afford another hole, just cut a
hole.
Just cut a hole and fuck it.
Oh, God.
I legit don't know, and whatever. I don't fucking
I gotta
care.
admit, that's a good Lucy.
Just fuck whatever. Just fuck it.
Wow.
Just go. I mean that's just basically ruining a perfectly fine Fumo by fucking.
Yeah, that's good. That's not good because that's not good because this is Here's the thing: you ruining a Fumo, that's good and whatever, but you want to make a hole on it. That's kind of wrong, you know.
Yeah, it's a spray paint mural this guy made. He made some really good ones,
Yeah.
and I'm like looking at it, going like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see
I'm
what
just
the mural
looking
you're
at it.
talking about. Oh wow.
Yeah, like there's a lot of really good murals that he did, especially ones from animes that he likes. He did one with Japan. What else did he do?
Yeah.
The materials he used were bad. Definitely,
Yeah,
because the problem is bad paint can actually make or ruin an art piece.
yeah. But he's doing it on the walls. That there's a difference. Let's see what else did he do.
Yeah, even though I just say people ruining a very good plushie is kind of disgusting, to be honest. One thing for sure, that why you want a goon on a plushie? That's my situation. I seen the meme of it on Twitter.
Hmm. Let me see.
Guy's definitely. Guy's probably on the thick of it. I don't know. I don't. That's on him when he starts coming what the insides of the I don't how should I say this, when he
Let's
starts
see.
just when he starts peeing instead of urine it would be like the cotton.
Oh God.
Oh wait, that would actually clog his dick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the League of Legends. Yeah, like the car, for example, that's a Russian car. And he put paint on that one. That's not bad though. Like this is the guy that went viral with his Res and Furion art. So that's the guy that did that. That was pretty cool.
Well, I might be getting the Uguri Cat mini plush
Oh, that's good.
because you know.
Does it come in extra fat?
Nope.
That's a shame.
I wish, but if I had the fat one, that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, damn. If I want on a booty cap plush, it better be it better be extra thick as hell.
I think it's a bigger one.
Oh, they're bringing up that same cosplayer again.
Who?
That went viral years ago. The Chinese cosplayer that had that condition. She was albino. And
Yeah.
Oh, that little girl. Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one. And they're putting her on the news again. I'll show you the picture. The like this was years ago.
Oh, her.
Oh my god! Oh, she's right up as Freeran.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Goes wearing a remote. And I remember this is the girl that had like the albino condition.
Yeah.
And she's Chinese, and a lot of people were, and she basically was like, "Oh, cool! These girls are just like me," and she just, and of course, you know, everyone likes Freerun because Freerun's kind of like the normal anime.
Yeah, as much as I say with the lowly debate situation, man, I'm gonna say this. Look, as I say, you know, petite women and short women exist. You know.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm not saying they're like, you know, I'm not saying going after kids. Go with you know, petite women and short women, because the thing is, look, I'm a person who basically ID card anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I ID card anyone. If they're not getting carded, well, too bad. I'm just gonna move on.
Oh, this is funny. You know that anime that the UN is sponsoring, right? The Witch Hat
Which atelier?
Yeah. This is what the English ADR director Emily Fagerado, if that's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Fagerado. Yeah.
Cabrón, are you for real? You don't know how to pronounce Fajardo.
Fajardo. Okay, yes.
Yeah, Fajardo. I think the East Coast municipality of Puerto Rico. Fajardo.
Oh,
Fajardo.
Fajardo.
Fajardo. Well,
use
Fajardo basically sounds Portuguese.
Here's what she's talking about. Using accents to build the world to tell a story.
Fuck off.
They used to clear class divide. There is a lot of social differences between these groups of people. I just wanted to be immediately audible, and accents are very good. Quick way to do that. In English, we automatically associate the difference in history and class structures with these sounds. Yeah, this is typical communist gobbledygook bullshit.
Yep.
They basically tell you, oh yes, the class struggle is real, and therefore we have to kill the Jews in order to.
Oh, Hitler likes his situation.
Yeah, like that's what they're gonna do. It's like that's the class struggle's real. These poor Jews, these rich Jews are basically going to oppress us. So we're gonna, with their money and everything. So we're gonna have to kill them in order to. That's basically what they're gonna do. It's going to become the rich versus poor situation, and that's what they're trying to do. They're basically saying the class structures with the sounds. So Coco and all the outsiders that she lives with have the standard American accents, and I'm just like, have you been around? Have you been around people before?
Yeah, they never been.
Have you ever been?
Are these localizers for real?
Yeah.
The localizers are the real locales.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I'm looking at going like, are you for real? Are you trying to insult people?
Let's see.
The struggle is real. Yeah. And I'm just like looking at it going like, the dubbing source of the oldest debates among anime fans. Does listening to the dub take away from the purity of the story? The subs better than dubs? We're not here to provide an answer to the age-old question. There are dubs that are considered not only legendary, but the best way to experience a show like Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and then there's Witch Hat Atelier, a show that doesn't have the really great English dub, but actually uses the art of localization in order to enhance the world building of the show. It does.
Yeah, they say it's enhancing and elevating, but it's really just shitting on it.
Yeah, and it's like characters speak with European accents that, except for Coco. So basically, Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
We're all inspired by Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Boner. Harry Potter and the She-Man's penis.
Okay, that's quite enough.
In the world of Witch of the Atelier,
witches
are a social class of their own, an elite group that excludes, looks down on outsiders. As soon as Coco learns the secret of magic, she is immediately ostracized by every witch she comes across. When building an English dub, Emily Rodro decided to lean into the original manga's European inspiration, using accents to highlight the difference in
perfect.
upbringing of characters between witches and
You
non-witches.
have time for me to go on Tuesday.
There's a clear class divide, and there's a lot of social differences between these groups of people.
Tuesday.
And I wanted that to be the immediate audible. And accents are very good,
Oh, what was your
quick
point?
way to do that.
Basically,
Fajardo told IGN the English, we automatically associate the difference between class structure with these sounds. And so Coco and these outsiders that she lives with have the standard American accent. The accents and not only make Witch Hat Outlier feel like a familiar fantasy world, but they also enhance Coco's journey. Granted, this is far from the first anime to give its characters accents to showcase a variety of its characters. Shows like Black Lagoon used its accents in order to hide. While Metaphor Ray Fantasio employed accents to illustrate its European-inspired fantasy setting, giving the Kenyan Shihara's manga already quite inspired by Lord of the Rings, as well as Renaissance art. I forgot his no Juve. No you evu. I can't. I gotta figure out the art of.
Yeah,
it's a French artist, I believe.
But anyways, guys, I might think about like at some point after I pay off the artist. Well,
you better pay her. You better pay her some money. Just give her $30.
Here's the thing is, it's like I'm just saying the artist, she's being difficult because here's the thing, I don't have that much money at the moment,
Then you're gonna have to pay her less.
Yeah.
Pay her what you can afford, okay?
Yeah, I had to tell her that since the thing is
500
I cannot make it in a few weeks. I cannot make that much,
Yeah, because I know you're struggling, so just pay her what you can afford to pay her. And then just tell her, hey, look, I'm going to pay you the money, but this is how much I can pay you. That's all you can tell her, okay?
Yeah.
Other than that fact, don't bringing it up on the show. We already talked about it.
I know. I am going to be paying after that. So besides, after that,
this is what's going on. Further, utilize the Audience Association of Europe with high fantasy to add the show's world, but makes the dub unique. And this is the accents not only to make Witch Hat Atelier feel like a familiar fantasy world, that they can enhance Coco's journey. She not only an audience segregate as she enters the fresh new world of magic, she also complete outsider, and she's treated such by everyone she meets. When she first meets with a witch, Coco feels like he's from a different world, and when she goes to the atelier, she's a fish out of water completely, Parjo added. So, what do you guys think?
Why is this anime so ass? Well, now that I think about it, it ends up that the chick who voices her is actually American. Well, she's Indian. She is the sense feminist. Anjali Kunapaneni.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. They're making this into an anime that's dubbed by communists to basically make the language more pure to the European fantasy, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that, but you trying to communicate this as some communist class struggle thing makes me question you.
Yeah, and to be honestly clear, communists are the real locals.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to be mean to the person, but unfortunately, this person is creeping me out with this stuff. It's like, look, the class struggle may be real, but you're just making it worse by example.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back in a few.
Yeah.
break.
So, anyways, about the cosplay I am gonna be working, I'll be saving up for the summer is Oguri cap,
Okay.
because it's like once I get my Oguri cap cosplay, it'll be like, yeah, I'll be pretending to eat a lot, but I'm not gonna eat too much because I'm still, trying to lose some weight.
Mm.
That's the thing, because I'm like around 190 already, but I'm trying to get, lose 10, 20 more pounds. To get to 170, then get to 160. Then I'll be good enough to ride a horse when I'm at 130,
Yeah.
like thoroughbred horse.
Jeez. I don't know what to tell you guys, but okay, here's something. Lum Baby and Sonic the Hedgehog. That's funny. So
Yeah.
apparently, a biotechnology bio art company is in collaboration with Sonic the Hedgehog, and they're creating the Sonic 35th anniversary art for Sonic the Hedgehog, and it is a trans seed. Oh, great! So it's basically just a NFT type of thing.
Yeah.
Has announced a collaboration with artists and websites currently having a countdown decoding artificial alien DNA and about 10 to 11 days left. Unclear it's related to Sonic collaboration. It would be fun for Shadow is involved. That's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's coming out in the. It's already out on the 20th. So DNA of aliens have been decoded following Trump's UAP disclosure. We analyzed every official release of the documents applied to DNA. So they basically found Sonic the Hedgehog,
Which is not real.
which is not real. And that's funny. That's got to be a joke. They basically are just joking.
Yeah. Never fall for bait. That's the problem.
Yep. Let me see. Veterans of Napoleonic War. Oh my god, that's funny.
You know what? I couldn't even afford the plush, the booty cap because the tax.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna find different. Maybe get a Uma Musume standy. It's like $3. Gotta get like Anasakion.
Yeah.
Just choose. I just gotta choose what Umas I might gotta take anyway. This is by what?
Yeah. Yeah, this is funny. This is. I
Yeah.
guess I better show this one because this is funny.
Yeah.
This is a funny ass meme video. It's gonna be funny. Let's go. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So the debate, I'm not gonna take it too seriously this Tuesday coming up,
Why?
because the thing is, I know you try to find some triggers, but I might gotta be too calm in the point,
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, I usually stay calm in debates, and when we talk, it feels like we debating,
You don't want to debate the guy for Mystic who basically went off about everybody, calling everyone a pedophile.
Well, here's the thing. I want to try to basically clear things up for him,
Yeah, because
Mhm.
here's the problem. Like, I don't think he understands what he's doing. He's basically
Yeah.
telling people that what's his name is a pedophile,
Rep says Desu,
Rev Desu, and
and
they're
yet
basically saying,
he's a Christian and he's married.
yeah,
And the thing is, I'm gonna try to put your questions to him anyway. And the thing is, I'm just gonna tell him if he's a Christian and he's married, and if he claims he's a predator, I don't know what I'll say. What I gotta question him. Would he even break his? Oh yeah, I figure out. Would he ever break his wedding vow in his let's say in his rules of Christianity, like the commandments?
I don't really know
Yeah,
because that's the thing. Like, what can he do? What can he do to break rules? It's like people don't seem to understand
hmm
that he's a content creator. I understand people disagree with him.
yeah. But I know to the point that he just want to stay away from not safe for work stuff.
Yeah, but here's the problem that people don't seem to understand.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just pointing out that you're accusing somebody who had been already arrested and was let go by the police. They didn't find anything in his house, and
yeah,
you're still accusing him of that label. He doesn't have any of that stuff in his house, and you're still
yeah.
going after him over it.
Yeah,
Let
and the point is, I'll just gonna tell him why you're obsessed with people like Chibi, because I'm not. Let's say this: I'm not a fan of Chibi for example, because I don't give him any money, which I usually report on him. At the same time, I don't want people to just harass him, go for misinformation situation.
Yeah,
Hmm?
and that's the problem. Like, they're going after him because they're trying to do all that crazy shit around the internet.
Yeah, and the thing is, they
Thinking
think
it's funny.
here's the thing. They think they take the law in their own hands, but they're basically are making it difficult for the police.
And I get that there are people out there that kind of like, they have good intentions, but at the same time, does everyone agree with it? Maybe.
They
Does
think
everyone
they
agree with what the person did? Probably.
Yeah, that's the point. And even though if I don't even know, the thing is, I don't know Chibi very well. I know he was a nice stand with Vic supporter, as I recalled.
Yeah.
And the thing is, why you want to pick on someone who's on the side of Vic, which Vic has already been exposed as a cheater. You know what I
That's
mean?
kind of well, PewDiePie, for example, they accused him of the based on the fact that he said something inappropriate, but it's just like he tried to apologize to people, telling him, "Hey, this is what I apologize." He actually apologized to people, but a lot of people felt like he was in the wrong all the time. But it's like, okay, he hasn't done what what's his name did, who basically scammed people out of money with crypto coin, and yet guys still fall. Yet he still has a fan base.
Is it? I'm not sure if it's Mr. Beast or don't know who.
No, it's not Mr. Beast. It was Boogie 298.
Oh, 298.
And that's the problem. They think Mr. Beast is the like they think Boogie is the bad guy when he got exposed. Everyone
Yeah.
knew what he was doing, but yet there's still a fan base that still watch him.
Yeah.
And Boogie's like, I don't care if people don't watch me. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. I gave up the content on YouTube. That's the thing. Like, people don't understand. There is still a fan base that still watches PewDiePie. There's still a fan base that still watches, even if they're toxic, even if they got exposed of doing something wrong. There's still a fan base that still watch them. And yet, here we are. And they think people are bad.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't really care about what Chris Chan is doing or PewDiePie has been doing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I don't care about what Area Locale is doing. And the thing is,
Yeah.
and the thing is, do I really care about Chibi Reviews case? Not really.
No.
And do I care about? Oh, look, here's the thing. And here's the other thing. I know Mythical has been, I know he's not really a bad content creator or anything, which I know he kind of get misunderstanding, which I can understand. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I kind of told with someone who have a misunderstanding with me, I misunderstand one of the people who talked about me never questioned me, Like, I'm not really afraid of someone try to debate me. If they think they gotta cook, they want to get me cooked, well, I'm not gonna worry
They're not
about
gonna
much.
lie.
Here's the thing is, I take debates like a golf game. I don't care if I win or lose. That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Mystic's problem is he's just gonna go like, you're a pedophile, therefore you must understand you have been sexualizing young children lately. Why are you at anime conventions? You're obviously trying to get with little girls, and
What can I
therefore
say?
you must understand that you are a pedophile, and
Well,
therefore you need to go away from the anime scene forever because I do not like you, for you
Well-
are a pedophile.
well, here's the thing. That word doesn't even work on me, to be honest. And
I
I'm
know,
not-
and the problem is people don't seem to get the point that I did not do anything wrong. Therefore, you think I did something wrong, and yet I'm sitting here wondering, has the world gone mad?
Yeah. At least I'll be recording the whole conversation since it's from my side anyway.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Of course, you probably need some Pepsi too.
Well, I don't drink anything caffeinated during my debates because the thing is, my brain gets fried up.
Fair enough. So whatever you do, kids, be aware. Not everybody's going to be on your side.
That's true. Like, besides, I'm more of a grown adult since here's the thing. Mythical won't realize, geez, I'm a man of culture because that weakness I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the weakness is the big assets, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I can't say no to something that has big assets, to be honest.
All right.
I don't know why. Is it like I take it from my father's side? He likes big assets, or what?
At this point, just take it as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, I just bought like some Pokemon stickers and a Anya Tachyon standee instead. Anyway.
We're gonna try.
And the thing is, The only worst thing they can do is call me a horse fucker because horse girls.
No. That's mean.
Well, here's the thing. I handled that type of. I don't mind. I don't mind he calling me that because if he called me, it's
And the
all.
thing is, it's like you already told him, I'm done with this stupid shit. Stop calling me up for everything that you're complaining about me for. I
Yeah.
get that you don't like me, but come on, stop making up this bullshit as you go.
Yeah, for me, I just don't really care very much because look, I'm that age that look, I still
You need to straight up tell him like, and then give him the
yeah.
no benefit of the doubt of what you're trying to do. Look,
Yeah.
if you're trying to ruin somebody, that's something you need to understand. Are you sure you're doing it for the right reasons?
So I just say, are you truly doing the right reasons? And I know if I'll question that, that's the thing. If he's doing it for the right reasons, if he's not, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have my question. What's the point? Because I usually end with a question like that and if this person leaves speechless, I'm not gonna say anything bad, but at the end, he and I are both gonna laugh.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing. I'm a person who's too calm, and I don't take things in a heated situation.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more of a I learn a lot from meditation and all the stuff. So
yeah. And that's the reason why most people hate that crap. Because it's getting annoying to the point that people. Let's put it this way: they are literally trying to cause problems for other people, and it's like, come on, dude, just stop. You're not really helping, doing anything. You claim you're protecting everybody, but come on, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I get it. He wants to get the likes and whatsoever, which I get the point, right?
Yeah.
If he gets the likes, look, I get it. It's not a big deal. And the thing is, yeah, you're trying to prove your point, but are you really gonna, let's say, are you really gonna take it further if you don't like someone you don't like? That's the thing, But it's really worth it to ask them, But if you ask it, like my thing is, when I try to say something crazy on the internet, like people don't they take it seriously, but it's not serious,
Yeah, but there's a lot of things they could have done. Like if you feel depressed about something, just stop using me as that thing and go do something with your life.
Yeah. Or just make fun content.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things you could do, but if you're gonna keep trying to go after me over this stuff, it's just getting to the breaking point that people are gonna be fed up with it.
Yeah, and for me, I gotta know. I used to be like watching a lot of local stuff, but you know what happens? It got me bored and tell me, look, I stopped caring what Chris Chan is doing. I stopped caring what Cyrix is doing. And I don't even care about DSP, man.
Okay.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah.
Nobody really cares about DSP to begin with.
Yeah, it's like people are getting like DSP is going to be popular no matter what. Like people are going to go to his stream and watch and donate money.
I mean, the guy's a fucking jackass. Why do people care so much about him?
Yeah, it's like.
And the thing
what is he gonna offer to everybody? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna return the money to donate to charity or something?
He's gonna spend more. Yeah, basically. I mean, let's be honest.
He's gonna spend more on the Hogans.
The guy's a tyrant. The guy is a. Here's the thing. The guy is a fucking tyrant. He'll just permanent you without any reason because that's how much of a jackass Phil really is.
And the thing is, with how how DSP is look, I need my money to roll the Hogans.
I need money to pay for my bills. I need money to do some serious stuff, and it's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean ordering takeout from Uber Eats? Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't know where
like here's the thing for DSP should have done, like make merch. If he
Yeah,
did.
he should, and it's like he's not really buy my yeah. Just say it, dude. Just say it. Buy my merchandise. Buy it now before it's too late. Come on, guys. I need money for rent.
Like buy my firm, like make them go into a FOMO. That's what they should do.
Well, like he practically has, but most people follow him because of the meme.
Yeah, and yeah,
That's
we
the
know
reason why he's followed. Like that's why.
And
He
I
had
know
more.
I know why he followed because he's been tubing.
Yeah,
You know what tubing is, right?
yeah.
No, I don't.
It's another word for gooning.
Really?
Yeah, he was. He was gooning on the beginning of the stream.
Oh yeah, what's it? That one stream was
Yeah.
nice day and no one noticed until it was too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gooning.
Ah.
And the thing is, why do you goon before you stream? It's kind of like, you know, he might gotta lose some energy if he goons. And stamina. Like for me, I realized, look, when I look at the studies about gooning, well, it does lose stamina even if you gotta work in a job as well. Don't work goon before you work.
That's a problem. They really think everybody here is
Yeah.
Everyone here is the bad guy. What has he done? Nothing.
Yeah, honestly, with YouTube drama, I'm read from the post says unpopular opinion. I find people who keep trolling locals and the people who egg them are pathetic.
Mhm.
And I watched the locale What Happens When We Abandon Vulnerable People by McCall.
Yeah.
And it had got me thinking how is messed up the whole locale culture in quote is. There is a strange ecosystem online built around watching certain people self-destruct, and everyone seems to think they're in the right while doing it. You got the
There
locale.
are people that kind of believe in the idea that what they say is wrong.
Yeah, and the thing is, that word locale, it became TM, which is a trademark, which it became overused, and people don't know what an actual locale is. They just say, "Oh, you reacted to the haters." It's a different term, not like something else.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing: locales are basically people who's basically came and learn a thing or two.
Here's how I look at it. I remember looking up a story
Yeah.
about a guy who, because this is a story about a guy who in high school had to deal with people thinking that he was a bad person.
Yeah.
And then when he shows up at his reunion, everyone thinks that he was. They make all these jokes about him. They made all these jokes about him when he showed up to the reunion.
Yeah.
And then in the end, it turns out he's a millionaire.
Yep.
And everyone else
got shocked.
And the guy basically was like, dude, I own everything. And it's like, it's okay. Like they were basically making jokes about him basically because he went to his reunion and got his revenge on him. He basically said, after years of putting up with this bullshit that you guys are pulling against me, and then trying to make a joke that He basically made them all lose their jobs.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He basically know who they are and they fired them on the spot.
On the spot, because he was gonna give them chances. Like he was upset, and it turns out he owns like he was a billionaire, and he owned a company, and that company that he has been had he earned his spot by basically doing a lot of things over the decades, and he basically earned that spot.
Yeah.
Like and of course they all disrespected him.
That's why you shouldn't make fun of people, because karma gets them.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
unfortunately people think everyone's a bad person.
And I have a feeling, one thing for sure, that
because the guy had because the person has a bad attitude, and he was just basically being quiet with everybody. He just didn't care. He just basically was like staying quiet because he just doesn't want to deal with these idiots.
Yeah.
Because he was like, these people are really think of me that way, and I'm just like, yeah, that's basically what they had.
Yeah. But for me, I might end up like that guy who ends up becoming a millionaire or something good, you know. But the thing is, never make fun of people of who they are, because they might end up being, you know, better than anyone else, you know.
Yeah.
Because think about it, like if they keep egging on Chibi reviews, guess what happens? He might end up becoming a millionaire at some point.
Yeah. That's what happened. Like he went to his reunion and got his revenge. Like he basically was like, everyone thought he was never going to make it in life, but it turns out everyone else didn't make it in life.
Yep. It figures.
Well, that's pretty much it. So what else?
Anyways, I already bought like the Agnes Tachyon and the Standy and the Pokemon stickers on AliExpress.
Yeah.
It's a big roll of Pokemon stickers.
So I was actually I did check out something. Okay. It was Red was discussing this, interesting enough.
Yeah.
That there was actually a they have a they them pronouns on Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, like, do I really? My God, it's like these people really need to stop putting pronouns. It's like not necessarily. And this pronoun stuff feels like Steven Universe crap.
Yeah.
On a racing game at that. Why would you do this on a racing game? I mean, this has been going on since Forza 4, actually.
And you know, I'm getting tired of this whole Steven Universe nonsense, to be honest, being placed on everything, like the pronouns.
I don't know.
Like
I didn't even bother buying. I didn't even bother buying the game because I'd rather, at this point, I'd rather spend my money on an SSD card instead.
Yeah, it's true.
$120 for the ultimate, and then there's the DLC. No, that shit.
Don't buy overpriced games. That's to say, don't buy a $70 game.
More like 120. Even I don't even have the space for that shit, that kind of shit anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like Berserk Bits is putting is basically doing a Mega Man Battle Network style game, but they're using Among Us characters and Mega Man style character.
That's interesting.
I'm just gonna add that to my wish list if I want to buy that game,
All right, so we got.
Well, let's see what's on the news so far.
Mm,
Well, let's see.
let's see.
Okay, a new VTuber coming with a deer.
Let me see. Let me look up.
Oh wait, it
something.
wasn't. Oh wait, it wasn't Rev. It was Smash GT. Was discussing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
AI
the thing
gooners
is-
be warned. FBI and the DOJ announced the arrest of Cornelius Shannon and Arturo Hernandez, both violating the Take It Down Act, which prohibits non-consensual publication of AI-generated deepfake pornography.
Excuse me.
Deep fake pornography. Jesus Christ. You're still going at it with that crap.
Yeah, it's all because here's the thing: they use people's faces to make an AI corn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of those AI abilities do.
But the thing
Hold
is,
on.
here's one thing about the Take It Down Act. It could be abused if someone using drawings of anime characters. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
But however,
some people don't like anime, so
if they don't like anime, it's not for them. And why they're on the internet in the first place if they don't like to see anime stuff.
That's the thing. They're going off on it.
Yeah. It's like, look, am I gonna think about whacking off to some stuff that I see on the internet? No, because it doesn't feel right. That's the thing for me. Like if I want to release my urges, like geez,
Yeah.
just find some, if you, let's say this, if you have over $200 in your bank account, you're not a eye in a cell.
Yeah.
Just like Raging Golden Eagle say,
Well, let's put it this way. Let's look at it this way. I'm going to show you the example of a woman. Would you date this woman?
Let's see.
And I'll show you. Do you find this woman attractive? We'll show you the example.
Let's try to see how it is, all right?
Do you find this woman attractive?
no.
Not really, because she'll give us death by snoo.
Okay, then we'll find another example of a. Well, I do find her attractive, but not in the way you would expect.
Yeah, but she's too muscular. That's the problem. She might get death by snoo by me. I prefer abs she has, but not too muscular on the arms and thighs.
Okay, then I guess we'll go with another pick here. We'll go with another female, but different.
Yeah.
We'll go with let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. What would be an attractive female that would be cute? Hmm. See if I can find a woman that could be cute. Let's see. Let me see. You would prefer something like small and cute, right?
That one's fun. Oh, you kind of showed it on YouTube. You shouldn't be careful.
Hello.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, we'll go with this girl, for example. I'll show you. This is the girl. I'll show you. This is the girl.
Yeah.
This is what
Just be
we'll
careful,
show.
man.
All right, this is an example.
Hey. I like the blonde.
It looks good.
Yeah, you prefer that type of girl.
Yeah.
I dig her.
Yeah, you prefer thick girl.
Yeah. She had the right assets, I could say.
Okay. Okay. That's the thing. Like
She has the right asset,
Ooh.
yeah. You prefer thick girl with pretty face.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But even though, like I told before, it's kind of like almost like that VTuber who kind of showed her body. I already know what her face looked like, to be honest. But
Yeah, I could show you another one. I could show you a girl that's kind of attractive in a way.
Yeah.
Like this girl, for example.
All right. Anything else? Seems okay. She looks good.
Uber.
Yeah.
What's Smash?
Russian.
Yeah.
She's Russian. Yeah, but the thing is, I heard Russian women are kind of fucked in the brain.
Yeah, to be honest, Russian women looks attractive, to be honest.
Yeah, the problem is some of them are really fucked in the brain, so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Even there was one cosplayer who doesn't like to be called a Russian loli for some reason. But she
there's
kind
a lot of them. But that's just it. Like,
yeah.
Okay, let's see what else is going on. Okay, so they're bringing back Persona Reloaded.
Okay, I'm just checking what else on the news. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for something on the news. I already know about PayPal and all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about that. I'm gonna go look up something else. Classroom of the Elite Four season is already out and it's on Crunchyroll. Great. Oh
Okay.
yeah. This reminds me. You know the manga. The creator of Gantz is actually making another story.
Oh, Gantz, I heard about that.
Yeah, and he made Gigant.
Yeah.
So K2 Pictures announces a Gigant anime. Basically, it's about a girl who is I believe let's see. What was the story about? Okay, Ryo Yoko Yamada, a high schooler whose father, who works in the film production company, is inspired to create his own short film with his friends. One day, out to find actors, he spots a tabloid-like notice is that the adult film star Papiko lives in his area. When he takes them down to protect her, he runs into a woman herself. Little does he know, Papiko is about to get dragged into a strange supernatural happening where she grows in size of a giant. Basically, the 50-foot tall woman.
Yeah.
But this one, she fights monsters.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's basically she's kind of like Ultraman, but she can grow. but she fights naked. I read the manga,
Oh.
and it's the creator of Gantz.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is this one by Hiroya Okyo. Okay, Okyu.
Mm.
I'll show you what it looks like. This is the manga that everyone's been talking about. This is the manga that's getting its own anime adaptation. Yeah.
Hiroyoku.
Yeah. Which I read a few chapters
Oh
of
wait,
Good.
okay. So this wasn't okay. So that one actually, yeah, that's one. That's one with the porn star who gets the ability to increase our size to
Yeah,
giant.
basically. Yeah, and I remember the art for it was pretty good. And the guy is getting into AI. I know the creator's getting into AI art, but he's kind of like, I don't care. I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honestly clear. People need to stop whining about AI. If they want to go against AI, go destroy the data centers and protect their white collar jobs.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. If they don't like AI,
and the fact that Penguin Random House has the books, it's kind of funny how they published this. And honestly, it's interesting that this got like a really good, adaptation.
Yeah.
Giant Woman versus Killer Devil.
I'm just saying one thing for sure.
And a boy is dating the porn star.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But with the revolution stuff, he goes. Yeah, because this is like a man meets porn star, a giant porn star.
Oh my god.
Gigantic monsters. Oh boy, and yeah, there's a plot twist to this too. It's like I might have to read the manga just to find out what happens next. And already, Seven Seas has the rights to it. They already released in several volumes of it. It's coming out, and it's probably not gonna sell in Walmart, but it'll still get its chance. And I read the manga, like, she got a nice body though. Not gonna lie, she has a nice body. And K2 Pictures is actually going to bring it out. So they not only got the Book of Human Insects manga. Gigantic anime adaptation marks the studio's first animated feature project. 7 seasons of team and licensed the manga describing the story. So they already released the manga, but they're gonna bring out an anime adaptation to it. So it'll probably be a movie, but I don't know.
Oh. But anyways, let's see. I'm just checking in games on Steam in the moment,
Okay.
Since I know like that Mega Man Battle Network game has the Among Us in there, so
Just give us some funny anything meme worthy.
Any